Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bargain Bin, a show about speedrunning video games all under $20. My name is Midnight Vesper, and I will be your host for this show. If you're new here, here's how this works. For more current/digital games, we will be using digital stores like Steam, GOG, itch.io, Ubisoft, Epic, etc. And we'll be looking at the list/MSRP price. For retro games, we'll be using the website pricecharting.com and looking at the loose price of the game. We do not count any discounts or sales as they vary from the time of purchase. Just a couple announcements. Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online is July 4th through the 11th. Game submissions are now closed. Tweet at us at Games Done Quick and tell us what you are hoping to make it onto the schedule. If you're interested in volunteering for SGDQ 2021 online, volunteer submissions are now open until April 23rd. Go to gamesdonequick.com to find out how to submit your volunteer application to help with the event. And if you're watching this on YouTube and would like to support our live content, please consider checking out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GDQ. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. Please consider using your Prime gaming account to subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel. On today's show, we're going to have Dungeon of Zolthan and both Cat Quest games. On top of that, Cat Quest 2 is going to be a blackout co-op bingo. So let's go ahead and get things underway with our first runner of the evening, Fricassee. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here. Running two games. I'll be running both Dungeon of Zolthan and Cat Quest 1. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys what these games have in store. All right, so Dungeon of Zolthan, as you mentioned, is in the bargain bin, is a very inexpensive game. I believe its list price is $2 on Steam, frequently on sale for $1. So if you're really someone who's looking for achievements on Steam, that's a great place to go. Pretty decent platformer. It's a little bit short, but it's got good Metrovania vibes and a very interesting aesthetic, as you can see. To help me with this game, I'm going to be joined by Nardandis.
Hello.
Who is another runner of the game and picked this game up around the same time period, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the run. But let's go ahead and get it started. By the way, we will be doing the 100% run, which means we pick up all the power-ups in the game. There'll be a screen at the end that shows that we got 9 out of 9 power-ups, so that's what the 100% run is. And we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So to start, we'll notice in these next few rooms we'll have these little cubes, these little squares. They're actually enemies that we can shoot, but through the whole run, we're not going to kill a single enemy that's not a boss. If we do it good. So we'll see how Fricassee does. Gotta push this block. There's a lot of block pushing puzzles in this game. Here you'll see he jumps over the block to get a little bit further before pushing it down. Just a little optimization, but those add up over the game. You'll see here he's at 1 heart. This game is very stingy with hearts at the beginning, so we really have to route out our damage pretty clearly. Probably take it pretty safe here. Ooh.
Now we're going for it.
Jump.
So that first power-up that we got gives us a larger jump, which is unlocks a lot more in this game. This is a Metroidvania, but it is pretty serial, the pathway that goes. When you unlock new power-ups, there's really only one place for you to go.
Until the
Do you
very
want to talk
end.
about this room?
Yeah, so here he's gonna go under these suns, hopefully. There we go. Very, very nice if you get the cycles. If not, you can see you have to play with it a little bit there. Here we're coming up to our first boss. Now on this boss, we're going for a 3 cycle. This boss is a big circle. He goes around in a circle. On the 3rd circle, he should be dead. You'll notice that Fricassee is kind of spacing out his shots. That's because the boss has a certain pretty long set of iframes where he can't be hit. That was a perfect fight. So by spacing out your shots, you get a little bit more damage in there. You can only have 3 shots in the air at any one time. But we have our second power-up, our dash, which makes the whole game just move a lot smoother. And coming back through this room is a lot more interesting with the dash. You can see we skip a few of these sun cycles. Here he's going to try to get under it. Perfect. And then damage boost through the second one. You'll notice that he only took 1 damage, even though those suns usually do 2. That's because we damage boosted through a square that only does 1 damage. And of course here we have the very normal thing to find in a Metroidvania, Simon Says.
This is
This
another
room is
tight
also
room that we're dealing with. Actually,
very
I messed
satisfying.
that
Oh,
up.
so now we have
see
to
if
be
we can
much more
recover.
careful. There's an interesting damage boost strat at the end here that he usually goes for. So, well, you might get to see it anyway.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but it happens. Not too worried. Not a lot of time lost, except we get to see Simon Says again. That's really why we did that.
This game is a very punishing game. A lot of places where one mistake and you're basically dead. So here, yeah, he missed the spike wheel, so now we can show off the fancy damage boost. Gotta dash under this one, and then we can just go. Perfect.
It's a close one, but moving on to our second boss. This is probably the boss that has the largest variance, just because of the location of where the bullets fire. All the rest of the bosses are very deterministic. They'll always be in kind of the same location, but they tend to speed up as they take damage. This one, we have to land 5 shots in each one of these, and it's random which one will end up shooting at us at any given time.
And
It's also
the bullets block our bullets, so if he decides to shoot one right direct at us, can't shoot that eye. This is looking pretty good though. Some of these eyes that don't line up with the platforms, he got that one perfectly, but they can get very frustrating. That was a very good fight though.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We usually like to gauge how well that fight is by how many dashes it takes for you to get out of the room, and 8 is a pretty good number for that.
Here we're seeing these shooter things the first time. It's useful to know if you get shot by a bullet, I believe, you take 2 damage, but if you hit the body, you take 1. So if you know you're going to take damage, you can kind of manipulate that. Here we're going left to our first optional power-up, a life heart. This is the longest, Simon Says in the game, at 3, 4, and 5 buttons for the 3 cycles.
Hey, at least it ended us in the right spot.
It did. The only, well, not the only RNG, but one of the biggest sources, I guess. Very nice that the life hearts fill you up, though. These blue stompy boys are kind of mean to us sometimes. Here we have a room full of these red spikes. Now, Fricassee hasn't hit one yet, but when you do, you instantly die. So, we're gonna hope like that.
I was just showing that off.
Very, very easy to hit one in this room, so deaths are more or less expected. This all looks like it should line up really well. It does not. It doesn't line up very well at all. The dash is a lie. Making our way down to our third boss now. We have a giant fall here this section, which can be really satisfying. No, we bonked a few too many times. That can get really fast. And here, just to prime you, on the way back, you can see we're skipping some of the length of these moving blocks on the way forward. On the way back, we're gonna skip most of the waiting around. Another set of damage boosts.
Yeah, we're taking the
No
damage
waiting
boost
here.
off the rotating orbs instead of the spike guys, because again, the orbs do 1 point of damage and allows us to do that damage boost. 'Cause we still only have 4 hearts, so we can only hit the spiky guys twice.
Here we're going in to the third boss. You'll notice we got an extra life heart. That doesn't actually matter because this guy does 2 damage every time he hits you. If all goes well, Fricassee will be taking an intentional damage boost through this guy, so let's see. Right there.
Didn't quite get him.
That was
before he
very good
returned,
still.
but
That fight can get very out of hand quickly if you don't get those last few shots because he starts moving faster than your bullets. So you have to hit him while he's moving towards you. You can't hit him while he's moving away.
So the
Now
power
our
up that we
dash-
just got is really, really nice because now we can dash through damage, which is going to allow us to traverse back through sections a lot faster than the way in, which is good because we got to go all the way back to the beginning to get some of these power-ups.
And here we have our big skip. It's a lot tighter than it looks. I'll be surprised if he gets it first try. First try, perfect. It doesn't look that tight. He makes it look very easy. But I swear there's only, I don't know, 3 or 4 frames on which to place that second jump.
Yeah, some of it has to do with the physics of the game because of the gravity acceleration. So jumping at the right time helps out, and if you kind of stack your jumps in a poor way, you'll never make that jump.
Get our second life heart here. Starting to collect them after we've defeated most bosses, which is a great thing. Now we get to climb this big thing. You'll notice, maybe, our little character can only jump a certain height. He doesn't have a variable jump height. So the only way we have to climb distances that are bigger than one jump but shorter than a full double jump is to tap the double jump faster, which Fricassee used pretty well throughout there. Our second encounter with the massive spike room. You'll be happy to know we have at least one more encounter.
Alright, so we're going to continue going back. We're basically going all the way back to the start right here. Because there are still, I believe, 3 more power-ups
power-ups
for us to get that we couldn't get before because we didn't have the invulnerability dash.
Very tight there. He made it through, but as always, when you see him dashing through some of these things, jumping through some of these things, this game likes to make everything very, very tight. Oh, yeah. Like these blocks look like they should be spaced, such that the dash takes you right through them. Nope. Everything's just a little bit off, so you have to really be careful. It makes the speedrun interesting, if nothing else.
All right, I'm gonna take that a little bit easier.
Happens to the best of us. Which Fricassee is the best of us. He holds the world record and got a new world record while practicing.
Yeah, unfortunately, in classic fashion, I was not recording when that happened, so I'll just have to get it back later.
Now we get to go back through this. I find this a little bit easier.
Man,
I shouldn't have said
dash
that.
is eaten.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Classic. While I'm going through this section again, what is usually the easiest part, why don't you tell people about how we found this game?
So we found this game through a speedrunning group that started way back in, I believe, 2018, called Obscure Speedruns Club. We found this in our first year, so people can come in and submit games that have less than 15 runners each month, and at the end of the month we vote on it.
Oh my gosh.
And the top 3 or 4 games that make it in, we select and run throughout the month. It's just a good way to get these games with fewer runners on the leaderboards some more love. And this is a game that still needs love. This game hasn't had a lot of action since we played it that month.
I will say, I think when we started this at the beginning of the month, there was maybe 2 or 3 runners, and by the time it was done, there was like 10. So
Yep.
there was a lot of interest in this one. And it's interesting in that server to see what games get a lot of attention, and sometimes games nobody actually ends up picking up games in there. So if you've got an obscure game and you think other people would like it, that's a great server to try that out at.
Anything less than 15 runners, which is actually pretty generous. Most games on speedrun.com do not have that many runners. Oh, little
So
unintended.
we're doing a little bit of
here.
a unintended. Oh, that was a
Ooh, very
an air
tight.
dash. You want to tell them about Coyote Time and how you feel it is in this game?
Oh, I think there's negative coyote time in this game personally. It feels like once you're at the edge of a platform, it's already too late. You can't jump. It's very, very strict.
I
But-
almost lost it there. You can tell if you've missed it because you get that little puff of smoke under your feet as if you did a double jump.
Yep. Come up here, we're getting our probably least favorite power-up, rapid fire.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't actually help. Because of those iframes we talked about earlier, you actually damage bosses slower. But
I'm trying to keep my health up rather than damage boosting through here because I want to see if I can... Yeah, that happened. All right.
these spikes, they can turn any run, you know. Always good to have insta-kills in your game.
Those nerves.
But we get to see the unintended strat, this beautiful, cheeky little strat. Even better this time.
Yeah, normally you're supposed to push all 3 blocks off to build kind of a wall, but you can just kind of have it hang on the corner. Make sure that I'm clear there. If you push that block off, you kind of soft lock and you have to kill yourself against the spikes to get out.
Yeah, it's pretty unforgiving in that all the block puzzles where you have to stack 2 blocks, there's usually not a way to, once you push one too far, get it back. So you just have to reset the room or die. Again, least favorite power-up, but this is 100%. Gotta do it. Gonna take it more careful here on the spikes. They're always just looming up there. It's a good way to describe all the spikes. But full hearts.
I'm not gonna risk it. We've already lost any chance at getting a record, and we'll take the safety save here just so we don't have to do that section over again.
Tempted
in case something does happen.
You get to skip Simon Says this time, and all of this weird going through these spike wheels on the bottom, we just get to damage boost over the top. Very nice. Here, this is kind of tight. He has to dash through that wall. Very nice first try. Just because of kind of the way the room transitions and how fast you fall, it can be an annoying part to get.
As an interesting note, it's obviously there. It's faster to reset than it is to kill yourself and go back if you miss that power up, and that's the reason why 100% uses RTA, whereas the any percent uses the in-game timer.
Heading back down to meet our final boss now that we have all the power-ups. And our third and hopefully final encounter with the room full of deadly spikes. Beautiful.
So from this point on, it's actually a lot easier in 100% than it is in any percent, as you'd expect. You know, we have all these power-ups, but that save point that I was just at is the last save point that I'm going to encounter before the boss, except for the one that's like right before the boss. So getting through these rooms without taking any damage in the any percent, where you only have 3 hearts, is actually really difficult.
Final one of these, this time with spikes, just to make it interesting. At least the sequences are a bit shorter. 2, 3, and 4 buttons long. This room is very, very annoying in any percent because the shots like that do 2 hearts of damage, which is almost undealable in any percent, but in 100% you see it's not an issue at all.
Alright, so we're on the final boss. Time will be when we leave the room afterwards, because there's a chance that you kill the boss and then die to spikes.
Yep. Of course, this room is just packed with things that can kill you. The wizard's fire is pretty inconsequential compared to all of it, but in any percent it plays a much bigger role. He takes, I think, something like 25 shots, so it's a long fight.
I gotta wait this one.
Beautiful.
Okay. And that's time. So yeah, it took a lot more deaths than I wanted to, and unfortunately most of the deaths that we took were after long segments, so a little overtime on that, but I'm okay with that. If you're interested in this game, you know, the current any percent or 100% world record is 12:38, and the any percent record I think is just under 7 minutes.
Yep.
So yeah,
this one was
Nardanis, you got any shout outs beforehand? I got another run after this one, so.
I don't have any shoutouts aside from OSC. If you do want to run this game, I recommend coming to OSC because it doesn't really have a community aside from that. That is Obscure Speedruns Club.
All right. Well, then I think we're good for this run, and we'll switch over to Cat Quest 1 here in a minute.
Okay. Just a couple of quick announcements real fast. Just a reminder, these Hotfix shows are brought to you by viewers like you. If you'd like to have ad-free viewing, please consider using your Prime Gaming account to support the weekly GDQ Hotfix content. And of course, if you are interested in volunteering for Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, volunteer submissions are open now until April 23rd. You can go to gamesdonequick.com to find out how to submit your volunteer application to help with the event. We're going to take a small little break to switch on over to Cat Quest with our run over here, Fricassee. This is a great time to hydrate, stretch, and all sorts of things. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Welcome back to the Bargain Bin, show about speedrunning games that don't break your wallet. I am Midnight Vesper. Just one thing: if you all are watching this on YouTube and would like to support our live content, please consider checking out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GDQ. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. Please consider using your Prime Gaming account to subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel. And don't forget, Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online is July 4th to the 11th. Game submissions are now closed. Tweet at us at Games Done Quick and tell us what you are hoping will make it into the schedule. And of course, we're going to go ahead and move forward with things. Our good buddy Fricassee is back to run some Cat Quest. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, for this run, it's actually kind of a rule in the Cat Quest Discord that everybody has to turn their name into a cat pun. I hope you guys like cat puns because Cat Quest 1 and 2 are basically built on the structure of cat puns. There would be no game without them. So for this run, I'm going to be Fricassee, and I'm going to be joined by Nardandis from the last run, who's going to be helping out with cat puns, and Olich, who's another runner of this game.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
I believe that this was last run in 2018 in GDQ. Sneaky ran the any % old patch. We'll be running any % current patch because it's a little bit easier for people to get into. You don't have to mess with down patching the game. And we'll just go ahead and get started. So timer will start when I select new game. So we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. If you are unfamiliar with Cat Quest is a action RPG made by the Gentle Bros. I believe it was released in 2017, and it's a pretty decent indie game. I love action RPGs, and this is a great game for it. So, one thing you'll notice is we're a cat. That's obviously key to the plot, and also you'll notice that all the enemy attacks are kind of transmitted, so you can see what's happening, which makes the combat a lot easier to get into.
Yeah, so we're starting here in our first temple, and we are not just a normal cat, we are like a magical cat. So as you can see, we got our first spell called Flame Purr, which is an AoE damage spell, including a 4-second fire damage with 1 tick per second afterwards. And yeah, we will use this spell to, of course, what else? Fight dragons. Yeah, obviously this was a very easy fight because it was just like a tutorial.
Yeah, the basic mechanic behind this game is that your mana bar is built up by landing attacks, and then you can use that to cast various spells. We're only going to grab 2 in this run. Flame Purr is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, the thing with the melee attack is pretty important. So in about 3 to 4 minutes, we will have our first and biggest RNG part of the game because we need a good item. Ideal would be melee and magic, but at least melee attack so that we can refill our MP bar fast enough to cast a lot of Flame Purr. So remember that when we come to the first sipping, which we will explain in a minute or two. So now, to say something a little bit about the story, we are stranded on this island or country without memory, and all we have is this strange little firefly named Spiri, which tells us that our sister got kidnapped and we have to follow the white cat. Yeah, and that's the white cat you can see here. So we are going to follow her, and the white cat is called Draco. And yeah, he tells us we have to kill the 3 dragons, the big dragons, and then we can get back our sister. Yeah, that's what we are now going to do in the next 20 to 30 minutes.
So here they have a tutorial about getting geared up. We buy equipment there. We don't do that in this run. We get some gear that's way above our fighting weight pretty early on, which carries us until about halfway through the run. And we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And to do that, we're going to do our first zip. This is kind of the only like glitch mechanic in the game, but let's see. First try. All right.
That was possum.
So as you could see, Frikatsi rolled into the exit, and then he did another roll. In the same time, he pressed the button to exit the cave. And what the game is now thinking is that this roll will continue on the overworld. And that's what happened there. He continued to roll on the overworld and got teleported to the other side of the map. So now we are in a high level area, and as you could see, we are going to get high level rank gear.
Yeah, all the gear in this game is scaled up based on level. When you get new versions of gear, it just levels it up. So the stats that you get are always the same, just the values increase. And we did get the best weapon that we could possibly get out of the caves. That's a good start.
Yes.
The
Awesome.
other item that we got was just some health, which will be nice for like a safety save. I'm going to fill it up before this boss, because that'll let me take at least one hit. Thanks for damage.
So now a little pop-up is going to show up, because as you can see here, Spirit says, do you really want to fight this dragon with level 4? Because obviously we are not strong enough on a normal game. But yeah, this will be the case for the whole game, so yeah, we will get used to it to be under leveled. And as you can see, the tactic in this fight is always the same. Roll in, hit the enemy, cast the flamethrower, and then roll out once the dragon is going to attack us. Yeah, that was a pretty clean first fight.
A lot of the optimizations in this run have to do with managing your experience, because when you level up, you max out your health, you max out your magic, and so we want to try and get levels at appropriate times, and when we know we're about to level up, we're going to go ahead and use as much health and mana as possible. Oof. That was a zip that took us way out of our way, but still probably faster than if we were to just walk to where we were going. We have about, I think, 6 zips in the run. So hopefully if they all go pretty well, and if we get them first or second try, we save time. So here, again, we're continuing the chase, and we're about to get kind of our first vision that starts to explain the storyline behind why we have magic, why we're here, what we're doing, and all of that good stuff. Obviously, we've been rolling the whole game, and rolling is a key to zips. Something important to note if you're picking up this game, don't roll when you're leaving these cutscenes, because you can zip out of these cutscenes, and usually when you come out of these cutscenes, the game has invisible walls around where you come out. And that means that you will be soft-locked. So we try not to mash when we're right there.
Yeah, so this was the first, like, flashback memory recording, whatever. We don't know yet, but we got introduced to a dude called Alias, and he is apparently the creator of the Dragon Blood. And yeah, like we learned earlier in the game, we are a so-called Dragon Blood. Yeah, so apparently he is the creator of us.
Maybe by the end of this game, we'll get to the bottom of this cat's tail.
Chat, if you've got good cat puns, we'll probably have some downtime during the run, so make sure you put them in chat. Vesper will get the best ones, and we'll hear from you guys.
Yeah, so
I'm sure you guys
probably
get puns.
probably within the next 3 to 5 minutes is a good time for that, because now we are starting our first quest series. So to access some future areas on the map, we need some, let's say, advanced techniques. And yeah, of course, we are a magic cat, so what else should we doing instead of walking on water? So yeah, we now started the quest series to achieve exactly this skill.
I will say, for anyone who's picking up this game, a big part of getting a fast time has to do with how you mash. This text, you basically have to hit it twice, once to finish the text and once to clear the box. So like a rhythmic mashing rather than straight mashing is ideal. Also, you'll notice several times when quest complete, I'll just return to the menu and continue. It'll take us back to the bulletin board where we got our quest. It saves us a lot of travel time.
Yeah, and again, as Chad already knows, this is a perfect time to pun.
Just perfect.
You got any puns right now?
Yes, and I did see in chat that someone was saying that you can always have more experience points.
Nice.
This area looks pretty familiar.
So part of the reason why we wanted like a mixed attack and damage is that the enemies in this game passively have resistances to various types of attacks. So these guys take more damage from magic, less damage from melee attacks, and the wizards that we're going to be fighting here shortly are the reverse. So if we had only magic damage or only attack damage, we'd lose a little bit of time there. Take a little bit of the way around. That guy sometimes clips me, and if he were to take me out, we'd have to start the quest over.
Yeah, and this was also a pretty clean fight. It's harder than it looks like, with 4 enemies, some kind hidden behind the bushes, you do not see when the attack comes in and stuff like that. So it may look easy, but it's not that easy, to be honest.
So the general gist of this plot line is that this governor can teach us how to walk on water with his friend, but they have kind of a tenuous relationship with the mages. So they have us basically go get an orb from the mages, because the mages don't know that we're associated with them. When they find out, they kidnap this guy. That's what we're doing right now. Ooh, I thought I was out of it. So as you can see, throughout the run, we're going to have, for the most part, pretty good offense, but pretty weak defense. And a lot of times catching, particularly the lightning attack, the one that goes from left to right, is going to be a one-shot for us.
These meanies are just awful.
Also in chat. Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
I said also in chat, I saw that it's a no apologies for terrible puns.
Nice.
All right. This battle's pretty much over at this point in time. It's just kind of these weaker enemies. The idea is that these mages that are summoning them are running out of magic, and so now they're running away. So, and again, the main reason that we had to get water walking is after each boss, we go to a tower. They look out and they tell us where the dragon is, and this dragon is actually, you might be able to see him here on the water. No, not quite, but he is in that lake. So we can't actually fight him until we get to water walking.
Yeah, and the actual quest here is 4 quests long, but to be fair enough, as we can see in about 10 seconds, on the 4th quest, all we do is say thank you to the mayor here and kill a sea monster for him. So we now unlocked water walking, as you can see, and then going to return the favor. And we also had again luck and got the second squire item. So now we are like perfectly geared up.
Yeah. Also, someone in chat went off and said, I'm feline, really good about this run.
This water walking is pretty radical. Wouldn't want to get your fur wet, you know?
Yeah.
So that's it. We now ended the quest series, and as you can see, the arrow in the upper right corner, we are going to ignore it because, as we said earlier, we're first going to get our second spell. Yeah, we can find another tower on a small island, and there we can get the Berserk, so which will grant us some additional bonus damage. And on the other hand, we are going to level up our Flamper spell with all the money we got, so we will achieve level 5, I think, 5 out of 10, which will give us more additional damage.
I think I got enough money to get 5. Usually it's pretty easy to get 5. If you die a couple of times, you might be able to get 6, but... Alright, with that, we don't have to worry about buying magic or visiting magic shops for the rest of the run. So the Berserk spell that we just picked up, what that does is it will increase our damage that we do with both physical and magic attacks. And along with the Flamper's ability to increase the amount of damage that an enemy affected by it takes, that's really going to help us in this next cave, which is probably the most difficult fight in the run, I would think, especially if you're learning the run.
Funny side fact here, as you can see, this is the Gentle Town, and these 3 cats are there actually the Gentle Bros. So they programmed their self into the game, and they are telling you funny side facts like, initially they tried to make a sexy dance game. That's an original quote, whatever that means. So here's this hardest fight, as Free Cats
I'm backing off so that I can get them all synced up.
And the main problem is that here everything is going to one-shot you, and they have an awful lot of HP, even though they're just chests.
Yeah, part of the joke associated with this is that this is a level 1 quest, because you're just going to retrieve stuff from treasure chests in this cave, but of course. I think it's also a good time to talk about the differences between old patch and new patch. Can you talk about that while I finish this guy off?
Yeah, sure. So the difference between the old and the new patch is, which we are going to find out very soon, is that they changed a little bit from the... oh, we did not get the zip first try. Okay. As you could see now, just the chests did respawn now. So if you are not take care of the sipping right now, you can get back to the fight again, which is pretty annoying while you're trying to sip out of the cave. So yeah,
we got a gold key. You may have seen in some of the caves that there are gold chests, which we can open right now. But we only have this key temporarily because you get this key permanently when you finish the quest. We didn't finish the quest because we don't have time to talk to the rest of the Galvarins.
Exactly, and we are going to use this key to get an head called Faith. So Faith will give us 333 additional magic damage, and this is one of the differences between the old and the new, or the current patch. Then, and on the old patch it was 666, so you were pretty overpowered. To be honest, you still are with 333, but yeah, it's only 50% left.
This area almost looks me out of bounds.
Yeah, this is one of the 3 legendary items. I'm going to see if I can lure this dragon away.
So this is now a little bit unlucky. You can get this chest without getting aggro of the dragon, but it's pretty hard, and yeah, you have to good luck to get it.
So now that we have faith, we don't need the key anymore, which is good because we have to abandon this quest in order to actually fight the dragon. The dragon isn't visible if you're on a quest. So we no longer have the key, but we do have faith, and we have a lot more magic damage than we did before, and you'll see the effect of that. I've tried to integrate some way of not getting faith in the speedrun, and this boss just takes forever. Whereas if we have faith, he attacks no problem.
Yeah, as you could see, we're still way under leveled on level 18 or now 19, but the big dragon fell with like 2 or 3 flame pearls, so yeah, now it's pretty easy thanks to the faith. And yeah, get back to a watchtower and get the position to the next dragon.
Unfortunately, they don't give you a lot of really good guidance on where to go, because again, we're gonna find if we went to where the dragon is that we can't access him because there's a wall of bushes that stops us from getting there. So we'd have to go around and find some other magical power that will let us get past those bushes. Or if you've played the game before, you know the series of side quests that you have to do.
Yeah. So, as Rikatsi said, the second quest series is going to start right now. And yeah, let's talk to a bush. Like, what else, right? We want to achieve a magic power, so we can talk to bushes.
Totally normal.
I find it happens to me most days.
I'm pretty sure cats are friends with bushes.
Yeah, why not, right?
I think I've seen a cat on the bush before.
It's a little dicey. How's our XP? It's a little bit on the low side. Unfortunately, I took a death earlier, which kind of threw off my experience curve a little bit. What we ideally want is to level up there so that we can just walk by those guys and take them out. The fists are one of those enemies that takes almost no physical damage and only takes magic damage. So it's nice when you can just drive by and take them out. So as part of this quest, we find out that like the mountain grew over if you walk over that way, but we didn't walk over that way.
The
You can see that the landscape had changed. Alright. Now we got a pretty long cutscene, so this is going to be another opportunity for some good cat puns.
Let's see what's in the chat here. Would you say this cutscene's gonna take forever?
Probably.
I did see earlier that these cat puns were quite amusing.
Yeah, I also like which item is the meowest effective. And lucky or thankfully, chat earlier said that Cat Quest is currently on 45% on Steam right meow. Just as an information.
So there's no better time to get in here. You'll probably notice that most of the runs that are on the board for Cat Quest are PC runs. That's because zipping is very difficult, but it's still tons of fun to play on the consoles. I own it on PC and on Switch because, you know, sometimes I want to practice 100% while I'm on a plane.
Yeah, same here. I also have the Switch game, but actually I never managed to achieve a single zip on Switch. Yeah, so it's pretty hard.
I think it's practically impossible. Of course, you know, there's lots of tricks that they've said that about in the past and other games. But I spent about 2 hours, I would say in the prime when I was putting a lot of hours into this game, just trying to zip. And I think I got a zip 3 times. Zips are weird. It's hard to really communicate how difficult they are to do because it varies from... Oh, I think I left that early.
Would you say zips are impossible on console?
I definitely left that early. Wow, that's terrible.
That's really unlucky.
don't know about
So-
unlucky. That was
If you-
totally on me.
If you leave the quest before the pop-up shows that the quest is done, you have to redo it from the very start. So there's no in between saving at the end of a cutscene or stuff like that. So just have to redo it. So we are going to.
We're
look
going
at
back
this
to cat
recording
puns,
again.
right?
Yeah. Or maybe
Don't
I
scare
can
me
tell
away.
something a little bit about this recording as well. Because
Yeah, let's do that.
we now learned that these strange shadows are the so-called old masters, and they stole the ability to fly from something, and that's the reason why are we here. Yeah, and we also learned that dragons used to be nice and friendly until the so-called dragon war happened. And yeah, it basically started because of the old masters betraying the dragons, and yeah, so obviously the old masters are the bad guys here.
So this whole quest line is us trying to get this memory gem back for that bush, so we can figure out what it was, so we can teach us how to fly. And just like we ran into with the water walking quest, the mages are just trying to get in our way.
Bushes are notable for being amazing flyers.
Yeah, Bush is like awesome in this game. They get really good talker, really good flyer. So now there was the pop-up, as you could see, the quest completed pop-up, and now we can port back to the quest board.
There is like, I think there's like 1 or 2 frames that you can exit out before the pop-up. I've seen that in one of the runs. But here we're gonna try the only indoor zip. Nah, we didn't get it. I'm gonna give it 2 more tries just because it doesn't necessarily save us a lot of time, but I think it's interesting. All right, well, we'll leave it. So zips in this game, the reason we're not just zipping everywhere is that when you're going to the overworld, you can only zip ostensibly up and to the left. When you're going into dungeons, it's the opposite. You zip down and right. And as I said, we're not necessarily sure on all the mechanics of the zips. And in fact, the devs had indicated that they weren't really sure on all the mechanics of how the zips work, just that they weren't going to patch them out. And I think that it has to do with where the game saves the locations. If all the maps are part of like one large map, it could just be holding the velocity of going from, you know, the caves, which might be down and right from the rest of the map. But that is why we're not zipping everywhere. That's also why the positioning is very important at the start of the zip, because we want to make sure that we're not going to get blocked by the cave itself when we zip. That's why you'll notice that I'm usually on the back side of the cave, kind of like the back left side. All right, so we finally got the gem back, so now we can take it to the bush, and it can get its memory back, and it can teach us how to fly. But it's not going to go great. Turns out this bush that we've been talking to is a dragon.
This is a catastrophe.
So I did have a question. You said earlier that the dev said they wouldn't patch out the zips.
Yeah, and because it is a little bit of a nuisance. Like I said, if you're playing casually and you're mashing the roll when you leave a cutscene, you can soft lock yourself out of a quest. And you know, they've had a number of people asking about that because you know it happens frequently enough that you know it's come up in the Reddit and the Steam forums. And in those, the devs had mentioned, you know, they're not really sure why, but they're pretty sure that the speedrun uses that tech, so they weren't really interested in getting rid of it. Oh. And I can fly now, by the way.
What friendly developers?
Yeah. The Gentle Bros do great stuff, and I'll say that this is a very well-made game. The zips are the only thing that we have that is unintended throughout this run. In fact, we get the Mimic fight and the Faith fight a little bit before I think they would expect you to, but it is intended that you can find the faith item. And I think the reason why they toned it down is just because from casual play, people wanted to be able to use other items a little bit more.
Yeah, so this was the third dragon. So now we got some whispering in our ears that we should come where we first met with Draco. And yeah, so we're flying all back to the south, looking for our sister.
Some whiskering in your ears. I really appreciate that guy's mask.
I'm going to take a quick safety save here because if we were to die in the next cave, we'd have to fly all the way back down from the north and do that quest, that little fight scene over again. So we'll take a little safe now.
Again, Draco was there, but not our sister. So we are now going to train a little bit more to get a stronger weapon in the story and to get more knowledge about the old masters and the Dragon Blood. So that's the reason why we not follow him, but instead are going to train here. And at this very moment, Ricazzi did a very nice little gift, because he killed the enemy on the little island in the middle from the outer area with his flamethrower. Yeah, there's another firefly called the Grandpa.
Yeah, he's kind of filling us in on the whole story behind the old ones, the Zero Dimension, kind of so we can learn more about being dragon-blooded along this process. We didn't really mention it, but you'll notice in all these caves, like, the requirement is that you kill all the enemies. So even if there's just like a MacGuffin that we're looking for in a cave, we always have to kill all the enemies.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, another reason why we are going to do this is that this Grandpa has some so-called dragon shards, I think, and we can use them to craft the mightiest sword ever to fight Draco. But yeah, as you can maybe think, we are not going to use it because we already have the stronger gear. And actually it's a pretty bad weapon, which we will see in about 2 or 3 minutes, which gives us actually minus stats. So yeah, it's pretty useless, but we have to do it. So, and in this cutscene, we get the truth behind Alias, which created the Dragon Bloods. He got banned by the other old masters to the Zero Dimension. And yeah, because the Dragon Bloods became way too powerful and the old masters got scared. And he did not want to destroy them, or us.
While we were there, that was the last zip that we're going to do in the run, and also the longest zip. I don't know if it necessarily saves the most time, because once we can fly, it's pretty fast, but once again, we find an opportunity where we're going from the left to the right, so we'll try and do zips. Zips are also a lot harder to find once you've got water walking, because if you zip in the wrong direction, it'll just take you all the way to the upper left of the map. You'll be stranded in the middle of nowhere. Pretty much smooth sailing from here. We've got probably another 2 to 3 minutes left, I think. I will say, if anybody's interested in picking up this game, it sounds like it's on sale right now on Steam, so I would definitely check that out. I wouldn't be surprised if Cat Quest 2 is also on sale. And join us in the Discord. The Discord's real fun. If you're going to run the game, we're helpful. We've got lots of information on how to perform zips and things like that. And also, if you just want to show up and share cat puns and pictures of cats, there's that as well.
And since you mentioned Cat Quest 2, we are having Cat Quest 2 right after this run.
All right, so we got our sword, but again, it's not better than the weapon that we have right now. In fact, it gives us a huge health debuff, so we're not going to worry about that. But it's time for us to go and challenge Dreykov for to get our sister back.
Are you saying the weapon we have now is just too perfect?
Exactly. I need a cat pun for exactly.
Ex-Catly.
All right, let's see if I can finagle my experience correctly, because both those dragons side on each other. Oh, that's too much. No, messed it up. So we try and get our experience very close to a level up. I unfortunately grabbed too many of the orbs and leveled up beforehand, because we have to fight Draco 3 times, and by the 3rd fight we're pretty low on mana, so it's nice to be able to level up after that, or after the 2nd fight. But we'll be able to do it without. It's not a problem. Just a little bit slower.
Yeah, and here the sad part of the story happens, because we now know that everything was just an illusion. So there is no sister we could save, and even our best friend Fury is actually a friend of Draco and betrayed us.
Yeah, he
So
was
the goal
leading us
behind-
along the whole time.
The goal behind everything is that we are now in the 0 dimension where Alias is trapped, and Draco used us to open it so that he can free his friend and leave us behind. That was the initial plan. But as you can see, luckily Rikatsu is doing pretty good on these fights. So yeah, we are not the one who will be left behind the 0 dimension. As you can see right now, we are running towards the exit, while Draco is still lying there. Something is leaving with us. Yeah, so time is about to come up. That was Cat Quest 1. We are now free. The bad cat Draco is no longer. This is just another illusion, which is going to tell us that he and Alias are like best friends, and all he wanted was to free him, so he's actually not bad. It's all about friendship. We have a happy end.
Yeah,
And
time is coming up when it says quest complete. After we return to the map, there's a few text boxes, and then we'll have time. And time.
GG. Nice.
Nice.
So that's Cat Quest 1. Any percent current patch. We have lots of categories, and also, as you might have seen on the opening menu, there's something called Mew Quest, where you kind of have like challenge runs, and certainly sharing those in the Discord are great as well.
All right. So if anyone that was in here was like, "Oh, this looks like a perfect run for me," that pun's been done before, time and time again, but I'm trying. And they were interested in checking out the speedrun or the community, where would they need to head off to?
Well, probably the best place to go is the speedrun.com page for Cat Quest. There's links to the Discord, and there's a number of guides there. And then the Discord will give you plenty of information that you need to run this game, or for running Cat Quest 2, which is coming up next.
All right. Any other type of shout-outs you all would like to have?
So no shoutouts from my side, just good luck for the Cat Quest 2 teams.
Yeah, nothing from me. I think I've said it all on the downtime on these runs.
All right. Well, thank you all so much. Just a quick reminder, at Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online is July 4th to the 11th. Game submissions are now closed. Tweet at us at Games Done Quick and tell us what you are hoping will make it into the schedule. And of course, these topic shows are brought to you by viewers like you. If you would like to have ad-free viewing, consider using your Prime Gaming account to support the weekly GDQ Hotfix content. you'd like to support the channel in other ways, consider subbing to the channel or even sharing our shows on social media. We're going to take a small break where we switch from Cat Quest 1 to Cat Quest 2. This is a great time to hydrate, stretch, walk around, whatever you fancy. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Bargain Bin, a show about speed running games all under $20. I'm Midnight Vesper. Just a couple quick announcements. Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online is July 4th to the 11th. Game submissions are now closed. Tweet at us at Games Done Quick and tell us what you are hoping makes it into the schedule. And if you are watching this on YouTube and would like to support our live content, please consider checking out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GDQ. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. Please consider using your Prime gaming account to subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel. And earlier, we showcased Cat Quest. Might as well go off and showcase Cat Quest 2. We have two runners here, some awesome runners, some awesome commentators, so I'll let them all take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Midnight. So, hello everybody. We are here to present Cat Quest 2, and we're going to be doing something special. We are going to be doing what's called a blackout bingo. So I don't know if anybody's wondering, it's like your traditional bingo card, but there's going to be some different options that we're going to, our runners are going to have to complete over the course of this run. To do the running, we have Gumjaw and Karasa. And on commentary, I've got myself, Trojan Dude, and my lovely partner, Cutie Roo. How are you doing, guys?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, awesome. So I think we are ready to go. We can do a countdown starting from 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, this is Cat Quest 2. This is bingo. It's not just the normal any percent runs. It's a bingo where we are going to do a blackout bingo between two of these runners. It's co-op, and they have to fulfill all of this that they see on the bingo board.
Oh man, we got Lonely Cave there.
Yeah, we got Lonely Cave. I see Cave of the Lion.
Okay, so I'm going way late game.
Yeah, I'm gonna do most of the mid-game stuff. Like I'm seeing even the Twin Towns quest line. I think it's probably my duty, right?
Yeah.
Rest should be pretty normal. Let's hope you drop a Wraith Helm. Otherwise,
I'll do all
this will
spells.
take a while.
I'll do all spells. We got Celestial there as well.
It's overworld spells, so I could do that as well.
Cool.
I'm gonna do Water Walking anyways. So.
Skull of a Warrior. I'll probably be the one to do that.
Yeah, because you need the late game quests.
We have overworld spells and all spells in general. That's an interesting double free for us.
Yeah. Can you
okay.
mark Don't Work with King's Marker? I'm gonna take that.
Okay, will do.
Thank you.
8 magic weapons. I guess I can get.
It's probably you, because you need
Yeah.
the Architect and the Elder Stick.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
Plan
to
is set.
So to answer a question really quick from chat, is the co-oping in the bingo? Yes, it is a co-op bingo between these two. Earlier you just heard them they saw the card and it was revealed. And then now they're just trying to plan the route of what they're going to do and execute it as fast as they can. Because this bingo is doable in the time limit that we have. However, it is quite a challenging one.
Yeah.
And the way that we picked out these bingos, it was randomly generated, but we made sure that it was going to be done in the allotted time.
And you
But
took the worst one.
Only the commentators knew this information. I'm sorry that it's the worst one. It was really, like, we put it in the rollout, and guess what? This
Yeah,
was
no, it's fine.
It was like, yay, this one.
One thing just to mention, because some people, I guess, have been getting confused, and I didn't even realize this was a thing. We're not playing the same instance of the game. This is actually 2 separate instances, so it's co-op in that there are 2 of us completing the bingo card, not 2 of us playing like the actual built-in game co-op.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Actually good.
So they both are playing it individually. This game does have that ability to play co-op, but we are just playing solo, but they are playing together in order to complete it. That's where it's co-op.
Yeah, they're pretty much doing this all in parallel. And as you may have heard earlier while they were figuring out their routing, Karasa is going to be the one that's going to be in charge of taking care of most of the early to mid-game items, while Gumjaw is going to be completing the kind of solo any percent run for the most part. And then...
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So I'll repeat what I was saying. So if you heard earlier, Karasa is going to be taking care of a lot of the early to mid game, side questing or dungeons, while Gumjaw is going to be continuing onward with the solo any percent route for the most part, and finally getting to the more late game, harder difficulty dungeons, which there are quite a few of those on this particular card. And we'll explain a little bit more of what that revolves once we get closer to the late game, but for now, they're both gonna have to do a little bit of the early game to gain some levels, gain access to some spells, so that they're gonna need to use to go through some of the fights very quickly, and yeah, we'll get there once. But for now, we're meeting our first NPC friend, which is Kit Kat. Kit Kat was, as you just saw from Cat Quest 1, was in the original game, and
Hashtag Team Claus.
Yeah, hashtag Team Claus for her.
So we would like to go into explaining what we would like to call the paws versus claws. If you love cats and kitties, we want to see some hashtag Team Claus. If you love some dogs, then do some hashtag Team Paws. Hashtag Team Claus over here.
Team Paws. Awoo!
Meow. So right now, as we were just saying, they are going to try to do their best to get to this area in the storyline. It's a side quest, actually. It's called, it's the water walking quest. And the water walking, what it does is once we complete the quest and we get the orb, then we're able to walk on water. And that's very, very important because to complete this whole entire map in an efficient amount of time, you have to walk on water. I mean, that's what you do, right? That's the easiest way. So that's why
Fair enough.
we go for this. Yeah. But you'll see a lot of this right now is just trying to lead up to that point.
Yeah, and
also,
yeah, go for it.
Any eagle-eyed players that were watching the previous one, you'll note this starting area is very similar to the area where they were playing around in Cat Quest 1. Like geographically, but then blown up and extra rendered so it looks nice and pretty.
So the storyline from Cat Quest 1, apparently we have 300 years go by, and for about 100 years, cats became into this whole war with the dogs. Because, I mean, it makes sense, right? Cats versus dogs. Anyways, hashtag Team Claus reminder. Anywho, so that's the whole storyline premise, and that's what we're going to be going through. You will see some new ground and territory that has been included into the map. They are going to hit there not right away, probably in about, another 15 minutes?
About 10 minutes.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. And another thing you may have seen too right now with this quest that Gumjaw was just on is the Arcane headquarters, and that is where we get our magic, and it's a little bit different than you saw in Cat Quest 1, whereas in Cat Quest 1 you had to buy each level individually and go through the whole hey, you just got a new level for your spell. We can actually do multiple levels at the same time if we have gold, so it saves us a lot of time in that regard, and you can do a very similar thing with weapon and armor upgrades. And so Kit Kat, that we saw a little bit earlier, takes care of all the armor, and we'll figure out how to do weapons a little bit later on in the game. And right now, we are going to be dealing with Mr. Liner over here, which is the ruler that has essentially taken the throne over in Felongard. And we're going to try and deal with his cronies right there pretty quickly, but we also are going to try and fight him. Well, you know, in this fight, actually takes no damage, you can see, just takes resist damage. So just try to get the mana up. It is a timed battle, so there's nothing to gain right here. And because one of the bingo card options is both acquire all overworld spells and acquire all spells, we're going to be getting the heal paw at the tablet right here on the same island where we're fighting Lion.
So, one of the bingo cards is getting all the spells, but there's actually 2 on there. Acquiring all the spells and then get all the overworld spells. Oh, we're gonna overlook that, okay?
Yeah.
They're
Listen,
the same.
listen. This card is already late game enough. Give us one free.
Give us one freebie, huh?
Yeah. And another thing that you'll see both of our runners do is go off on a little bit of tangents to get some extra chests that they wouldn't normally get in a solo any percent run. Because there's a few sets that we have to get in here. The chef set, the ninja set, and the fire mage set. And also, one of them has to acquire 8 magic weapons. So magic weapons is something new. Like the way that they differentiate it in Cat Quest 2. When you have a physical, like, melee weapon, you have full health. But when you have a magic weapon, it's ranged, but you have half of the effective health of your pool. So it's kind of a give and take when you're going through the game casually. So one of them is going to have to get 8 of those magic weapons in order to fulfill one of the bingo spots. And chests are likely to have a lot of random drops of those. Sometimes you'll get the same of something you've already gotten, whereas it'll go up in level, and they want to see a diversity when they're going for that type of stuff, and also the full sets.
Did you want to explain the Skeleton King stuff?
Yeah, sure. The Skeleton King. Sorry, my brain is like computing everything right now. Actually, Trojan, take over.
Yeah, the Skeleton King stuff was from the Forsaken Cave, and we got that from there. You can get the helm and also the armor, but you have the ability to get both, either both in both chests or one in both of the chests, which would upgrade what you have already gotten. So you would like to have both for maximum tankiness and effective, you don't have to worry about it for like now. But since we don't have the Skeleton King set on the bingo board, it's totally okay to get one of the same essentially, because then we can either get a ranger vest or a ranger cap to get additional roll distance, which is really nice for either our mobility character or for our main one. So just
the important point to note about the skeleton armor is that we stole it from a really high level dungeon, so we have a lot of extra armor and magic that we're not supposed to necessarily have in the early game, and that's what's letting us one-shot pretty much everything. So our melee attacks are kind of on par with where we're supposed to be, but our magic is just overpowered right now.
Yeah, even if you did like the any percent runs or the co-op runs, that's the strategy, the whole idea behind Cat Quest in itself, and that's what's fun as a speed run. In general, even in the bingo, basically you are being under leveled the whole entire time. And so that is why we get the skeleton armor, because it's important for us to at least survive all the higher level quests, enemies, all that.
You're able to take a few hits during some of the key boss fights rather than literally getting one shot, especially with all that armor. And you'll, once we get to, especially in the Lupus Empire, you'll really start to see the main quest stuff like take off. So you'll kind of, since Karasa will be doing a little bit more of the side questing stuff, it might be a little bit better for him in some quest lines, but for what you'll see on Gumjaw's side, with like closer to a solo any percent run, it's gonna really like about 20-25 minutes into like what the normal run would be, it starts to really like kind of go farther than what we currently have as a level for our character.
And I did have a question for everybody. I do want to ask the runners as well. I did see a good question in chat. So, what's everyone's preference if you play Cat Quest 2? The heavy swords, light swords, or wands?
We can start with the runners, so you cross
Yeah. Speedrunning wise, melee fast weapons are absolutely busted. I, however, have a profound attachment to bard loot, which we'll see in a bit, just for the sound effect of it. And
Dog,
also,
dog,
it's an extremely strong weapon because it basically replenishes mana, and when you're attacking, like it replenishes double the mana instead of just giving 1 mana back.
What about you, Gumjaw?
I really like the power smash of the big weapons, but they're not that great. So I just like regular weapons.
So, which one do you like? Because it sounds like you like both.
You want a specific weapon, or do you just want the
No.
category?
No, we just want the category. But hey, you know what?
I like the regular weapons. Regular weapons.
Yeah,
Regular weapons.
yeah. No, I
Light
was
weapons.
gonna say, you know, I learned about one that I totally forgot about just recently. It's called it's the Bam Bam, right? The Bam
Bam Hammer.
Yeah, the Bam Bam
Bun
hammer.
hammer.
And we call it the Bum Bun Hammer in the community because it's a bunny. There's literally a bunny
Got a
on it.
little
But
bunny
it's so
on it.
cute. It's so cute.
I personally like wands because I don't know, even though you have less health, there's something like really cool about the finesse of still hitting your like wand shots while rolling around. It's a little bit, I don't know, the finesse is like really cool and like how they implemented that in the second game. The first game I definitely like the heavier stuff. It just felt like really powerful. But yeah, so I like the wands personally.
So now we're able to
Did
see...
you want to explain the Fisher Cat quest that we're just doing here? I think both of us are going to be doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
yeah.
doing it later.
I just
Oh, okay.
finished it.
Okay. Trojan's gonna be taking over that. I was gonna say the paths are diverging for you two right now. Karasa's doing something different than Gumjaw at the moment, and so that's where you're seeing this come in. It sounds like Gumjaw's gonna do the fisherman quest.
Yeah,
and-
so Fisher Cat Village. I'm forgetting if it was in the first game too, but there was a really funny like quest line where there's a whole thing revolving around catnip in general, just like obviously because there's cats in the game. But they made this one particular quest line of this village is like there's something like really wrong with the village, and they like want to like for some reason just like have this ravenous thing of having meat,
Oh yeah, the meat.
and it's kind of like a growing like amount of ravenousness like as you go along the quest line, and then it like comes to like a meat mouth-watering like climax at the end and stuff. It's like really like a funny quest line, like casually you just like go to this random village, like why are these like people wanting meat all the time?
And so there is a weapon that is it's like in the far north, northeast, right? It's the northeast area, and it's literally a weapon that's a meat weapon.
It's west.
West, sorry, west.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know my east and west at the moment.
It's
Trying to do three
Oh.
things. I'm sorry.
in this game, it's a bit different. The Fisher Cat Village quest. It's basically a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde quest.
Oh yeah. Okay, we got that wrong. We failed.
So I was
to
thinking of the
mistake.
Catalyst 1. Yeah, okay.
The
where
important thing
basically-
about the Fisher Cat quest is it's one of the guaranteed drop locations for the Ranger gear,
Yeah.
for the Ranger vest. And do you guys want to explain the Ranger stuff?
Yes. The ranger stuff, it's important to get the ranger because of the roll abilities. It makes you go faster. So the ranger set will make you have your movement increase the speed of it, and it goes extremely quick. So that's even in like the any percent. We try to get the ranger quest, and we put it on the dog. Because as you see, you can see the dog. The dog's not doing much, right? The dog is a CPU.
Oh, worry
But
dog.
you can hashtag T class. Anyways, so you can switch between the dog and the cat But when you're doing co-op, you can play as a dog. So in solo though, you have to switch, and so they'll put the ranger vest on the dog, so that they'll use the dog to go quicker, so that they can put all the heavy magic, armor, defense, all that stuff on the cat, so they don't have to worry about it.
Yep, and that's the really cool thing about just like the solo run. I mean, co-op is really cool too, but as a solo runner, you have the ability to like hot swap between the two, and it's very, very like quick reactions on it from a game perspective, and it's really, really nice flow of movement.
I've got ninja cap and I actually have the ninja set already, so you can
Wow.
take off the
Got
ninja
it.
Nice
set.
drops, dude.
Random into ninja set seems good.
I think I have to watch both of your streams, because I think
I marked a few of the runes I did while you
Cool.
were explaining stuff,
yeah, the Novum runes.
and the Octa runes. Yes.
Oh, my card isn't updating. What's that?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's not good.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna tab out. You're gonna lose my audio for a second.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fun little fact to know about this game. Every time you tab out of it, the music goes silent, so you might
Yeah.
just
Fun.
You know,
All right,
that's
boom.
a little
Now I
fun
see
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I want to mention about the ruins that Karasa did is in Felongard, there are ruins in Latin that go from 1 to 10, and 10 or Decim, where we got the Ranger Axe being the easiest, the lowest level dungeon, and then up to Unis, number 1, which is the highest level. And a very similar thing happens in the Lupus Empire, the Dog Kingdom, which we'll see here fairly shortly. And that one has everything from 11 to up to 30.
Actually, Trojan's kind of saying one stream. We're already in the Lupus Empire, okay? So I almost said Lupin because of Lupin the Third. Sorry. Lupus Empire. That's a dog empire that we're seeing right now, and you're seeing Karasa use a dog. So hashtag to Team Paws to anyone who loves dogs. I'm still hashtag Team Claws. I'm sorry, everybody. I can't change. So we are in the Lupus Empire on Karasa's side.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry
a
about
desert
that.
because it's cat litter.
Yes. I'm sorry. That was a good.
That's a
one.
pretty good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Just to give context, we do have I have 2 cats, so that's why I'm
Same.
hashtag Team Claws. So Karas and I are Team Claws. Anything to retaliate? Team Paws?
I have
I
two
mean,
rabbits, so I'm team paws. Rabbits have paws. That counts.
Yeah. And
Hashtag Bun Bun
infinitely
Hammer.
more and infinitely more hops too.
I feel like we gotta get the Bum Bun Hammer for you now. If you
By
can.
the way, Yonjo, did you get the healing stuff
This-
in the
Like-
King Sigil?
like the healing wand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Just making sure.
Yep. I had to double back. I originally thought it was the lightning wand, and then as soon as I took the teleport, I'm like, no, it's the healing wand. Ah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So on Karasa's side, if you were noticing that we went into this little dungeon right here because we had to retrieve the dog bone, which if you didn't find this dog bone for that person, to get the dog biscuits, it cost 1 million gold. That's a lot of gold, and we don't have that.
Hashtag Team Claws because you don't have to pay 1 mil.
But dog bones are
tasty.
You need to represent Team Paws a little bit more.
Karasa, what did you get for your Skeleton King armor?
Both armors.
Okay, I got double chest, so I'll do Wolfgang, and that'll lead me into stuff later, so I can get the hat.
Oh, okay. Same.
You know what? No, I'll just do.
Just do the first one.
I'll just do the first one. Yeah. I'll just do the
Mhm.
first one. There is so much late game stuff here.
Yeah.
We wanted to give you some love and
And a challenge.
challenge.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And the luck was not on your side. I'm sorry.
Lovely.
You had -10 on luck.
Oh, man.
I did see something pretty cool in chat. I wonder, okay, so I have a question for you guys. Someone has 3 dogs and 3 cats. What happens when we have 3 dogs and 3 cats? Is it hashtag Team Paws Claws or claws, like claws and paws or? Hashtag
There's a clause in their contract that gives them pause about choosing a team.
Ooh, I like
Hashtag
that
team applause. Team applause. There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
You have both. We clap.
Nice. Is that supposed to be like a Lady Gaga reference?
Applause?
Yeah, applause.
Question marks?
Applause.
Sure.
Applause?
Oh,
It's a reference
okay.
to the word pause and clause.
Yes.
It's also never mind. You know
And
what?
applause, I guess.
Dude broke.
Uh,
He's broken now. What religion are the cats? Are they Catholic?
Catholic or
Catholic.
agnostic?
Catholic?
Catholic.
They are
Yeah.
they are Protestant.
They're Protestant. They're Catholic.
I
Oh,
hate
man.
you all so much.
I got
I think we
Bard
did
Vest
our
in
jobs.
a random chest. That's not really
Yeah,
useful.
I'd rather get Fire Mage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're both randoming for that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We don't
Yeah, so-
have the general's quests, so we're gonna have to hope for the best again on that
Yeah.
one.
I mean, I still have to do the... What? Why didn't I die there? I still have to do the whole musician's quest line, so I can
Yeah.
eventually get there, but I don't know if it's worth it. Like, if we get it, better off. I'm much more afraid about Wraith sets than anything else.
We got
at the
Twin
moment.
Towns too. We get to see Marmy.
Oh god. And I have to do it.
So
Yeah,
you guys
so-
are lucky, viewers, because you get to see both of the fourth wall break quests in this game,
All right.
Yep.
which is good.
Do you guys want to further explain that? Take over commentary for 2 seconds?
Sure. So on the card we have Defeat the Gentle Bros and the Twin Towns quest line. So Defeat the Gentle Bros is very simple. The Gentle Bros are the developers of this game, and they inserted themselves both in Cat Quest 1 and Cat Quest 2
Yep.
as the gatekeepers of the Golden Key, which is what we need to open the little golden chests you may have seen scattered around.
Yep.
In Cat Quest 1, you go visit them and they make you fight a bunch of mimics. And then when you finish fighting the mimics, they're like, you did good. Now you have to do one more thing. Fight us. And then there's like an awkward silence. And then they go, nah, just kidding. Here's your key. In Cat Quest 2, you actually have to fight them. And not
Boy, is
only
it a
are
fight.
they... Yeah, not only are they very strong, but they also, you fight them in the gentle realm, which is just a big gray expanse where you can't see the world borders. So often you're running away from them, and then suddenly you'll realize you're actually up against the wall or in a corner, and you can't roll away anymore, and you just get murked that way.
Yeah.
But when you go do the quest, there's some fun bits where they'll be like, hi, I'm Desmond, the developer. You know, I can do whatever I want. And they like mess with the sound, and they'll just summon Kiri out of nowhere, who's our little Navi companion. And they'll show off their dev powers before they fight you.
They have some
So
pretty
that's a-
cool sets too.
Yeah.
They're actual sets that they drop.
Yeah. The gentle.
Yeah.
Well, not drop, but you
The
have to-
gentle suit, the gentle monocle, and the gentle. The architect.
The other fourth wall break in the Twin Towns is it's a throwback to Cat Quest 1 again with the similar Twin Towns quest, which was meant to be like this weird in Cat Quest 1, you would do a quest in a town that had like a mirror image of it, and you do it once, and then you come back to the town, and the quest giver would then have their mirror version be in the other town, and the mirror version would ask you to do the same quest again, but then it'd be slightly different, so it'd be all like spooky. In this version, when you start doing the quest, the second quest giver realizes that something is wrong, and she asks you to help, like, you know, oh, like, we got to figure out what's going on. So you do some investigation and you find a bunch of glitches, and in the end, it turns out like she's aware that she's in a game, and the Gentle Bros show up and delete her, I guess.
No. They don't delete her.
Yeah.
They hug her and bring
They
her away.
Wait. Do they banish her to the gentle realm?
We actually have had the pleasure of I have Graveruff, by the way. Is Graveruff there? No.
No.
We've had the pleasure of doing runs with the Gentle Bros on commentary, and I think they confirmed that she is not, in fact, dead. That she's taken somewhere else, and she's going to show up.
He's basically a glitch.
Yeah,
and
she's a glitch. She's the Vanellope of the Cat
He's
Quest world.
being taken care of.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, so you're getting the key right now, I see, Gumjaw. And then Karasa, we're just finishing another ruins at the moment. So we're just pretty much, you guys are still trying to like head towards the late game part, right?
Yep.
Where, yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm clearing
Um,
stuff in the meantime, but
That's what I was thinking. So
like,
you're telling
whatever it's on the way for me.
Okay, cool. So that's your plan. Cause so I see the divergence still, and so
Yep.
I was figuring
Are
out
you-
where you two were.
Are you going all the way to Hidden Stash,
Yes.
Gumjaw?
Yep. We are going right there right now.
Okay.
That's
am
a
I gonna
bunch of
kill
money.
him? Do I want to kill him?
Should we do like a poll real quick, like hashtag Team Pause versus Team Pause to kill?
We don't need the set. I'm not gonna kill him. I don't.
Okay.
No, it's a long fight.
Yeah.
Okay, just kidding. Never mind.
So essentially, what you saw on Gumjaw's screen is going to this place called the Ultimate Stash and grabbing a key in there, and then a bunch of gold, and then that unlocks this hidden stash right here. And there is a bunch of 999 gold drops right here, which is very nice. And right after
What?
do this.
Huh?
That was a good juke right there.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. For
It's dying right here to get warped back over to this side to continue along with the any percent route.
yeah.
Except now we have $23,000.
Yeah.
That's
We
a
want
lot
we
of-
want all that money. We want all that gold. It's not 1 million, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, we can't buy a single biscuit with it, but we can buy other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
I noticed. Are you gonna do Lonely Cave last? Grab a dragon.
Yeah. I'll go there. I'll go there
Okay,
last.
yeah.
I don't wanna.
Okay,
I don't
then.
wanna do the dance.
So to give context about this Lonely Cave, Lonely Cave is quite lonely. There's one hedgehog that's in there. So we have like little hedgehog creatures, right? You see those the creatures like the cacti and all that. So there's this one hedgehog, and it's level 200, and it's gonna be quite a fight. So when Gumjad heads over there, I'll let you guys know so you can see, watch him, not suffer.
It's a bit of a prickly fight.
It's a bit of prickly fight. Yeah. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
one's gonna be a fun one to watch. I'm looking forward to that.
Probably with having the golden key and dragonfire, it won't be as exciting as it was in the old 100% route. Back then it was a 2.5 minute fight where a single mistake cost you the fight. Also, can you mark Wolfgang musicians?
Yes, sorry.
And,
I'm watching. Thank you. Just
but-
call out.
Yep. As of now, since we are gonna get a super uber overpowered weapon, it's not gonna be as exciting, quote unquote. But it's still a good fight.
I'm still gonna die very fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Just because it's very impressive to beat a level 200 like that. Yeah. Especially, what
getting
level
everyone's
would you
hopes
be
up.
at? Oh,
Well,
am I?
so we're gonna
Oh.
be going there fairly late, and because we have some other late game stuff, I got the
Okay.
Bard loot. I'm just getting the entire Bard set except the one I want.
Oh, I got a fire mage
Best.
cap head. I kind of wished
Oh.
it was
We
the
need the
armor,
best, yeah.
but whatever. It's better than nothing. At least it's 2 quests away and not 5. I guess.
So right now, basically we're watching Gumjaw. He's kind of taking the any percent route. Karasa, you're doing the Hado right now. Hado is my favorite character, by the way, even though it is a dog. But come on, like saying Hado, just say Hado. And if you say it 5 times fast, you feel good.
dog.
He's got a hot dog in his armory.
I know.
That's so cool.
It is so cool.
We're actually
Nice.
gonna get the hot dog.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And so there is a weapon in the game that is a hot dog on a sword, not on a stick. So as we see, Karasa still continuing in the Lupus Empire. Now you're doing the Septus and Ruins. I will mark that off when you're done.
I don't think it's a.
Oh no,
a
no, it's
goal,
not. It's not.
But
You're right. You're just,
I need
you're
to get
finding-
here for the
set.
chef.
Yep.
The chef vest, I think it is here. Yeah.
So we have the option
Yeah.
to kill this guy on
Right.
my screen. We're leaving him alive because hashtag Team Pods.
Yeah, that's right. Hashtag Team Pause.
Weakling.
Team Claws. Hashtag Team Claws.
Hashtag
can-
respect all life. Team Pods.
That guy can die in one hit, so hashtag Team Claws.
Yeah, it literally has 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as we're continuing, so yeah, how much more of the chef set do you need to get, Karasa?
Oh, I need the whole Hot Doggo quest line, which is level 5 and up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna be very late game for me.
Okay. Yeah, you're.
That'd be
not
probably
gonna-
one of the final things that he ends up doing.
Yep.
Cool. So we'll just showcase the chef set at the end. The chef set, I actually kind of like this one a lot. I do like the gesture set too, though. They're in the Lonely Cave. That's where you get the gesture set. I think that one's like one of my favorites. There's quite a few sets in this game that you guys won't see. There's even like a Batman set. So like you can do
Doge
Batman.
Knight.
We also get to see Waifu Cactus.
Oh,
Waifu
right.
cactus!
Oh,
Yay!
yeah, that's
Do you want
correct.
to explain waifu cactus, Jordan? Sorry,
we can
I
get
got
there,
way
I
too
think.
excited.
Explain it when
Yeah,
we're
well-
closer.
When we get there, yeah, we'll definitely explain
Okay,
it then.
I'm just so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. Yeah. How are you doing on spells, by the way? I think you've got you've got half of them, right?
We're
So far?
doing pretty good. They're not very hard. I made sure I got the one that is easy to miss, which is in the tunnel area, whatever it's called.
Far-fetched?
Yeah, that one.
Yep. Indeed.
So someone's asking in chat, for all the spells, they have to fight the mother of cacti, right? Right.
No. Yeah, ideally, yes. In practice, we're gonna be a bit cheesy about it.
yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have to kill her, so we are not. Actually, I might. I
Wait,
might
so-
anyway.
For
So-
the
Wait, what happened to all lives? What happened to
willpower.
all lives mattered?
Yeah.
Ca-
Well, it's a
cactuses are
cactus.
plants.
Yeah.
Excuse me, all lives except for cacti mattered.
Correct.
in-
No. All
in this
lives
game?
except for cacti, except for cactus waifu matter.
Okay.
In this game,
Yeah,
hell no.
sorry.
Cacti can die. And
So,
like, we have
we're-
a very hate relationship with
for the cacti.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
like
so-
there's no love involved.
Yeah, so one thing that can ruin the runs of any speed runs for this game, it doesn't matter which category it is, it's because of the beautiful cacti that you see in the desert. Those cacti, their like range of aggroing them is very sporadic. I forgot what the range is at, but basically even if you do
What?
aggro it's really hard to lose it, and so it actually. You can lose time to just de-aggro the cacti.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
the reason why I
that
hate them.
plus the AI, which makes them go like they flee and then come back, and so you think you de-aggro them and they come back in aggro range, and you can go a whole lot of way with them aggroed. Also, Team Claws is gonna kill this messenger. I'm sorry.
Team Claws. Hashtag Team Claws.
Also,
1
I wanna bring your attention what's happening on Gumjaws. So right now, when we fought Wolfen before. That was actually just like an illusion, and now we're actually fighting Wolfen in a second fight with a couple extra clones in it, and in casually as well as like in some iterations of speedrun in the past. It was a little bit very nervous fight in general, just because there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen at times. But thankfully with Grab-a-Ruff, we can kind of pull all of them together and manage like the outward shots from the clones especially. So that makes this fight a lot more reasonable. And also,
and in any percent, it's even way easier because we have a new money route. I'm actually sandbagging money to put into some of the late game items we get later.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
But that ability is actually Grab-a-Ruff is very, very important in the speedrun. That's like what we go out of our way.
How easy it is.
Yeah.
When I get there.
Yeah. Because so if you pay attention.
Mark Fire Mage set.
Ooh.
I'm so
nice.
happy about this.
Okay, got it.
Nice.
That's our first chunk of luck.
Yep.
Yay!
Well, no, I thought you got the ninja set too pretty early as well. Yeah.
And also
another
Winding
thing-
Cave.
So does that mean that you guys gain plus 2 on luck? Since I
Yes,
take
we're, at,
net.
They're
we're,
only
at,
at a
we're at a
net-
collective -8 now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. -8 only now. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Another thing I wanted to mention, if you saw at the end of the Wolfen fight, that like little cutscene where we grabbed the King Shard, so you saw those like lines that are around, and we got confirmation from the developers that is those lines. The characters in the game can see all of those white and red lines, so that is confirmed canon in the game of them actually being super powerful and not being able to pass through them. So just a nice little tidbit of information.
They can also see all the text on the ground, apparently.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Like,
they can
from
see
the developer's mouth, everyone in this world can see that they live on apparently a giant map.
So the
Which
Lucas
is a cool
Empire,
thing.
when they hit the Batcave or something. The Bat
It's
Cove.
actually a cool
Yeah, the
thing.
back cove is a lot less hidden when there's big text on the ground.
Yep. Oh man. So for that, just a little side note, in order to get to that cove, you have to start a quest line, and that's the Batman quest line.
No. The
We are
Doge
not
Knight.
going.
Dodge,
Yeah,
sorry.
We are
The
not going to
Doge
the Doge
Knight.
Knight.
No. I mean, we're not doing it right now in this bingo card, but it can show up. But I like Batman, sorry. Hashtag Batman.
Okay, now you're gonna see how it is in any percent because I upgraded Katana, which is our main 80% weapon.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much did
Biggest
you
missed
upgrade it by?
opportunity pun in the game.
Yeah.
Katana
I-
is just spelt katana, like the weapon, not katana.
Not Katana. Katana.
Yeah,
Katana.
like that is chunking right there.
Yeah,
that
that
is
is
beautiful.
insane. That is insane.
And
What was
ano-
the upgrade on that again?
Yeah, what do you have it upgraded to, like right now, level wise?
60 or something. It's 266 extra melee damage plus crits.
Yep. Yeah, that's the big thing about the whole ninja set in general is it gives you like additional crit chance, and so
That's
at
stupid.
full it's plus 30, correct? Like,
It's 20% base chance to do a critical hit on the third strike, and having Katana gives what, 15? Yeah, 15 extra percent to hit a critical hit on any attack. So the first two
Yeah.
attacks are 15 and 15, and the third one becomes 35%.
yeah, that's pretty good. So,
So someone in chat was saying, wait, are the characters also seeing themselves in third person? Like canonly?
I wouldn't put it past
Just
the
had to back
Gentle
that up.
Bros.
they have a very good sense of humor, so probably
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them. But
Holy moly. Little red dragon. Please.
That red dragon is not.
Yeah, there's a
doesn't really get
strat.
on.
There is a strat to it, like you let him start his attack and then roll out of it. But I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Oh, I just noticed we
Was
have
not
raid
fun.
set on the list.
Yeah, that's why I told you I hope you get Reed helmet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is gonna become.
We got lucky in
a whole
practice though, so
Yeah.
I don't have my hopes.
Well, you do have -8, so let's climb it up.
Yeah.
There's no pressure.
So the Wraith set, the Wraith head piece is the end of basically the highest level quest in the game. So if we, but it can also drop in the golden chest randomly once we get the golden key, which I will be doing. So we're hoping for that to drop there, so we don't have to do a massive quest line for nothing.
And just to confirm the probability, because I saw the set was on the card, it is a 11% chance.
I shouldn't laugh.
There we go.
That's horrible. So now we got the water walking ability on Gumjaw's screen. We're about to get it. We're on the quest line for it. So this
Here's
is
the governor from the first cat quest.
Yes.
Yep.
And so we'll see more about this storyline in a second, but basically this was the area I was talking about in the very beginning. This is the kind of the main point that they want to get to, so that they can utilize the map more, and it's more efficient. Right now we're just having this epic fight with the statue giant, and then now Karasa is gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna see them kind of come back to,
Two cycle.
you know, doing something that he just is, just Karasa is behind, even though right now we're not trying to be ahead of anyone, because in bingo, that's not how it works. Especially co-op.
Especially co-op bingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially co-op.
So we will be getting water walking here very shortly. Now we're actually testing our mettle against the governor from the first game, which mentioned earlier about like being way behind the level curve. So you saw the governor is 55 and we're 43 right now. So as opposed to earlier on in the game when we were pretty much about even through the Cat Kingdom, now we are very drastically behind in level.
Oh, and it's
because
gonna
we
get
are-
worse.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get way worse.
But we are gonna go get the jester stuff if you want to explain that.
Yep.
Nah, I already did. No, I'm just kidding. So the Jester stuff is my favorite part of the set. That's in the Lonely Cave. The Lonely Cave has a 200 level hedgehog. So that we get to watch Gumjaw entertain us with this epic battle that's going to come ahead.
We're not gonna do it right now. We're not gonna do it right now.
I'm just kidding. But that is where the Jester set is at.
We're just gonna.
Where
we're just
you're
gonna
just
thief
gonna,
it
yeah, you're just gonna go
With-
and cheese it like you do in any percent. So this is
with
what
the
we do.
power of grabber up.
Yeah, so grab her off. We grab her off that little hedgehog. Then we're gonna grab these Chester sets. Sometimes I did freeze paw, but grab her off is way more OP than freeze paw. But you can do freeze paw as well.
Come back over here.
And one hit from that guy will KO them. And oh boy, that's good. Oh yeah. Okay, nicely
So
done.
normally
It's a
we
big power
can
range.
quit out, but right now we are actually not needing to quit out to the any percent route. So we're just gonna take it on. Alright. We are going to the Gentle Bros now, so if you would like to see the Gentle Bros fourth wall break.
Yeah, Jenna.
Sweet.
So this is
Gentle
Founders
Bros.
Island.
Yeah.
This is
This is
a
a
big
fun- This is
concentration
a fun
time.
fight. Yep. So I'll be quiet and stuff. I'll do hashtag Team Claws real quick. But then for Gumjaw, I'm gonna do hashtag Team Paws for love.
So one of the the cool things about the latest update that they did is so this is Desmond. Sorry, he's giving us this level 999 quest to prove that he's a dev, and we accept it, and it instantly completes itself. And he's like, "See, I'm a dev." And then we talk to Siaz here. He's like, "Check this out. I will delete your save file." And so we accept the quest, and everything goes black for a little bit. And then we come back, and he's like, "Nah, just kidding." And then we talk to this guy over here, and he's gonna show off sound effects and stuff. So just listen to the audio. And he's like, "I can make NPCs that appear out of nowhere." And our little helper shows up, and she's like, "What the hell's going on? Where am I?" And then gets sent away. And apparently we are still not impressed by these 4 gods showing us their reality warping skills. So we challenged this person, like, okay, you're unimpressed, how about we just fight you? And that's what we're gonna do. In this fight, I'm gonna take advantage of the new AI that they implemented in the latest patch. Previously, the AI was really dumb, it wouldn't attack very often. Now the AI is like rabid, so the way we're gonna do this is I'm actually gonna play ranged while the dog, who's got the gesture set on now, goes in. The dog is actually completely immune. Your AI is immune to damage. So by using Graviruff, we can kind of hurdle them all together. I can come in, do some AoE every now and then, but the dog is just constantly plinking them in the back of the head. And we just need to avoid getting hit by all this fun stuff.
Another thing I just want to point out is listen to that bard set. I just love it.
Yeah. Nice bard sound.
Told you it's my favorite item.
Oh, oh, oh! So I found that invisible wall that I was telling you guys about. So there is a border to this battlefield that we're in. There is a very specific border. And it's actually a lot smaller than it looks. Go away.
2 of them
The
down.
one caster of the group is really annoying. Because if you're up close and you don't see her charging up, you get hit by all 4 of those balls, you just die.
Yep.
Alright, that's the Gentle Bros.
Yay!
There you go.
defeat
Very nicely done.
Bros. We defeat the developers. Hell yeah!
Wait,
And
we
now
just
the
made-
worst
So this is where they
Does that
throw
mean we
back.
don't have a game?
Go ahead. Come.
They give us a Gentle Bros suit and they say, hey, where is it here? There. Hope you're enjoying Cat Quest 2. Thank you for supporting us.
Oh, thanks!
And in a throwback to the first game, they, instead of giving us the key immediately, they tell us where to go find it, and it is in a cave similar to the first game where we have to fight a bunch of mimics to throw back to Cat Quest 1. And I think Fricassee went and got it, right?
Yep.
For anyone who's watching that, I believe that's part of the route.
Yeah.
So you're going to see pretty much the same kind of fight, except I'm going to abuse the fact that there's 2 of us. And hopefully not die a million times like I did last time. Yesterday I died like 4 times to these guys because their
They can one-shot
their
you.
attacks are very fast and they will one-shot you. It's just straight 9s damage. There's no way you can ever not die to them if they hit you. So I'm gonna be a little safe here because I do have a lot of endgame stuff to do. And I'm gonna use Freeze Paw. Freeze Paw slows the little attack charges as well, so it gives me a little more opportunity to get close without worrying about getting chunked. Because if I get hit by them, like if I'm in range when they start doing their attack, I'm hit. That's how fast they attack. Like, it doesn't look like it, but it is. All right.
Nice job.
Nicely done on both of those. Can we get a clap from everyone in the chat? That was really good. Both
Okay.
the Gentle Bros and the Mimics.
And now
Yeah,
our dog
and now
is
with
back
the
to
golden-
being Robin Hood.
Yay!
Now with the golden key that Gumdog just got, you got access to all the golden chests that drop the legendary items in the game. So let's hope for that RNG of Wraith set RNG.
Yeah, so that one is set. And now we're gonna go on a big collectathon adventure of stuff.
Okay,
Yay.
I'm actually doing pretty darn well as far as my thing goes. I got the Felingard Lake questline and Towns to do still. And then, depending on your RNG, I might actually do the same and get the golden key myself if we can RNG it. So if you can't get it, that might be a fallback plan.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
So you can do the very late game stuff.
So I'm just making around. These are all guaranteed drops. I'm just grabbing them because they're good. So here's our first random chance of getting the Wraith Helm.
Come
We
on,
get
cross fingers.
Elder Mage robes. Not
No, that's not good.
gonna go
Come
up, do a
on,
little
cross
detour
fingers.
But hey,
here.
if you want to be a wizard, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but we don't want to become a wizard right now.
Yo, don't
Oh,
go-
I
don't
hope
go
we don't
wizard.
have to go get the Mjolnir wand. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
next
with
random
the-
chance. Skeleton King
Skeleton
crown.
King crown.
Not helpful.
Nope.
There's another one.
Come on, cross fingers. Just fingers.
I also love the sounds when you're going through the burning forest.
Oh yeah. 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 Okay, come on.
Jester
Oh.
A suit. That one's preset. That one's preset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Oh, you want that one? Okay. Yeah, some of these chests are.
Dragon Void. Oh my god, terrible luck. Okay. So we
Orange,
got
yeah.
nothing.
Some of these chests, I know Trojan explained earlier, just kind of remind you that some of these chests are like they always have this equipment inside of it. Some of the others
Like-
are RNG and a chance of getting certain.
Like this one. So now we have Dragonfire, and this breaks the game crazy for me late game. So Dragonfire gives it does fire damage and also gives plus 50% fire damage, which then amplifies itself and also our flame purrs.
Yeah.
So we have bonkers damage right now. I'm just trying to think what I want to do at this point. I'm gonna go open the chests for the Wraith stuff, just so Karasa knows.
Yeah, so I
how-
can detour immediately. Okay, so can you mark Felingard Lake
Yeah.
questline?
Yes.
I was gonna say,
I was about
yeah.
to. Yeah. I was.
Cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So we got one of the main quest line sets down. So we just have the Twin Towns one to do.
This is very high level.
Yeah, this
Gonna
was
be
very.
Yeah.
Very, very
it
late game.
shouldn't be an issue.
So everything that's on this bingo card, like I want to say 80% of it is late game. Yeah. From my understanding. The only
Aside the
20%
cave.
includes one of the free things.
Yeah. Yeah, even acquiring 8 of the magic weapons, because there's just like not a decent enough chance where you're gonna get like all 8 like with random chests like early on. So you're gonna have to go for some guaranteed ones.
Oh no,
later.
you are forced to get the golden key for that, unless you want to go extremely
okay.
late game, because like you can skip the Mjolnir wand and Folioneer, but other than that, you have to pick them all up.
Yeah, that's why
What
it was
spell am
important
I
to do the
missing?
gentle bros, because that's how you get the golden key.
Sorry, what? Gamja?
I'm missing one spell. I'm trying to think what it is.
Astropole,
No, I got a
Healing
Manapole,
Paws?
Cat Trap,
Manapaw, Cat Trap. I got.
Fiery
Paws?
Shield,
You have lightning on?
Shield. Got lightning.
Force Swiffer?
Force Wolfery got, because he...
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Also, what you're seeing on screen is Marmy, Gamja's favorite character. It's-
Celestial?
Celestial.
Oh yeah, Celestial. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just walked by the place and I was like, I'll get this done later. And okay, last random chest for me. Okay, I got the Wraith Helm.
Yes, you got the right
Oh,
one.
great.
there we go.
I do need the
Yay.
Wraith armor, which is fine. So I'll just go do that now, so it's right off the block.
Yeah,
I'll
at least
remind you.
that's 3 quests. One of them is pretty
Yeah.
long, but it's
Yeah.
they are low level, so it's fine.
Yeah, and I've got Dragonfire, so everything's just gonna explode
Yeah.
and die.
Very quick question. Is there a weapon called the Mjolnir? Mjolnir?
There is no
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. No.
There's Polionir, which is
Oh yeah,
the
there's
equivalent.
Mjolnir, yeah, which they lost, and it's not a hammer, it's a wand for some reason.
Yeah, it's because Wolfen is referenced as
The Labrathor.
The Labrathor.
Sorry.
And he's a dog, so that's why it's Paulnir instead of Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Oh yeah.
But
they had to make a sacrifice for Labrathor as the
Yeah,
pun.
exactly. There's the Mjolnir wand, which is the equivalent of the Elder Wand. We won't see it because it's part of a pretty long early game quest. But it's basically a quest centered around Grindelwald and Harry Potter themed kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking over across the screen. It's always just so beautiful to see like how much damage like the katana just does on these. Like even though it's just like a basic like sword.
Why not Mjolnir?
Because it's referencing the dog. Because Wolfen is the dog.
Yeah.
And so it's Paul Mjolnir. And here you'll see Desmond embracing her lost sister, Glitchy. And actually...
The Twin Towns questline?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna let the text go slowly. Hush now, my child. It's just a glitch. Come with me, and I'll take you home.
Oh.
And here she breaks the fourth barrier, and she gives you a hug. It feels strangely real. And goodbye, and thank you for marking it.
Yeah. There you go. Sorry, I was like, oh wait. Was I too early? Alright, and I know you're working on the Wraith set right now, I believe, Gumja?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Also,
can
if you
go
want to
and,
see damage numbers, check
Yeah.
out the damage on the flame purrs right now with all our multipliers we got going.
I don't know, it's between the katana for me and the flame purr. It's kind of like, whoa. Because now
no,
but
flame
look at it with
flame
Dragon
purr.
Fire. You're not
flame
getting.
purr is just so much more.
Yeah,
It's like
it's not even maxed
4,000
right
damage.
now. We're not at 4,000 yet. I don't have
Is it
full
over?
power, but
Is it over 9,000?
No.
it is.
But-
It is no.
Did,
No.
did I get a negative 5?
I think you may have broken the runners with that one.
All right, here you
little
go.
bit.
Take a look. Fight. Oh, no mana. Wait. So, yeah, like
at that.
thousands, 2,000s. That was our sword hitting
it's
for
like-
1,000, and then the flame purr was 2K.
Yeah, that's
Can you
pretty
mark
good.
Bullet Heaven, please?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Because I was waiting for the rape part. So, Chojin, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What would you rather have?
Wraith set is done.
All right, thank you. And then, what would you rather have? Would you want a flame purr, or do you want grab a rough? Because they're two powerful spells.
I don't know. The ability to control gravity, that's pretty dope. Like, I think I'd probably go for that.
Okay.
I feel like every single like wizard or like mage style story, you're always like fire is normally a part of like somebody's hand, but the ability
Wow.
to wield like gravity, that's pretty cool.
I feel like they did a great job of just like portraying that like the gravity and then like suctioning up all the enemies in that radius is really good. But I do like my flame purr because of the dot damage over time. I do like flame purr for that reason.
That's
right-
true. I will give you that.
Right now we're seeing Karasa tear apart these cactuses. I bet you he's really happy inside right now. He really
Right.
hates cacti.
This is the first of the hot doggo quests to get the chef set.
To get
And-
Cactus Waifu.
Yeah, and first we have to find the presence in this cave, which will end up being a flying chef hat, and we'll find out it's a dead chef that will give us the ultimate hot dog recipe.
Ooh. I was like, I have a question. Are we gonna like entice waifu with this chef set? Is
We are enticing her with Hoto Doggo.
We're
She
enticing
is
her
part of
with
the Hoto Doggo fan club.
So she likes hot dogs, and
So she likes hot doggo specifically.
oh, it's only hot doggo. Oh,
Yeah.
she
Well,
has
she
a
might
huge
like hot
crush on
dogs.
him.
I don't
Public
know.
service announcement. Feed your cactuses hot dogs at home. If you're growing a cactus, just chop some up. Put them in there. See how it goes out.
Thank you for
I
that.
don't know,
Wait,
man.
No, wait. You gotta chop up some hot dogs, put it in there, and then relish in the fact that you have the perfect fertilizer.
Oh, okay, you get a +1 on that.
Also, plot twist on screen on my screen right now.
Yep.
Yeah, don't
Yep.
watch if you don't want to be spoiled. Plot twist. Huge plot twist. I'm not going to give you top context on it because he is going through the text pretty quickly, so we'll just ignore the plot twist
So
and we'll watch
this
across
is
the screen.
Cactus Waifu. She's our waifu because in this quest, we have to confront Caesar Salad, our arch nemesis, trying to steal the perfect hot dog recipe, and we get, I guess, aggressed by all these hot doggo fangirls, and she's like our cactus waifu is part of them. She's actually stronger than all of them. I just realized.
I'm thinking after your waifu adventures, we should take a 5-minute break.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up the zero dimension, so we can
I'll
do
just
that.
finish up this quest, which is like 5 seconds of walk, and then I can
Okay.
pause.
Okay, awesome. We'll do it after the 0 Dimension 5.
Hashtag
for
team
Gumshaw.
pause.
No, hashtag team class. How dare you? In Gumjaw's screen, he is fighting the 0 dimensions of Hatodago and Kit Kat. So for anyone who likes Kit Kat bars, don't forget about Kit Kat. Because we do have.
Oh, that's a good segue into our break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take
we're gonna
take
take
a
our
break.
5
Take a
minute-
Kit Kat.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break.
I'm paused.
So we're good. Let's take our 5 minutes now.
I'm in the middle of a cutscene, but sure.
That is true.
Are we in cutscene?
No.
Are we in the break?
All right. Well, just a quick little announcement before we end up taking this break. Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online is going to be July 4th to the 11th. Game submissions are now closed. Tweet at us at Games Done Quick and tell us what you are hoping will make it into the schedule. If you are interested in volunteering for Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, volunteer submissions are now open until April 23rd. Go to gamesdonequick.com to find out how to submit your volunteer application to help with the event. And of course, these hotfix shows are always brought to you by viewers like you. If you'd like to have ad-free viewing, consider using your Prime Gaming account to support the weekly GDQ hotfix content. If you would like to support the channel in other ways, consider subbing to the channel or even sharing our shows on social media. We're going to take a small 5-minute break. This is a great time to hydrate, stretch, do whatever you fancy, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the Bargain Bin, a show about speed running and video games, all under $20. I'm Midnight Vesper, your host, and just a couple quick announcements. If you are interested in volunteering for Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, volunteer submissions are open now until April 23rd. Go to gamesdonequick.com to find out how to submit your volunteer applications to help with the event. And your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support our weekly hotfix content. Thank you all so much for supporting our shows. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take it away to our lovely little Cat Quest 2 runners and
All
commentators.
right, thank you so much, Midnight. Yeah, so we are gonna continue our bingo here, and we're going to. I'll do a little countdown again to get them back started. So we'll go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so as we were doing before the break, so Gumjaw just beat the 0 dimension fight of Kit Kat and Hatodago, whereas Karasa is going to be doing some more of the overworld stuff in the meantime to get a couple of those squares.
Hi, Cthulhu. So we
Hi,
always like to say
Cthulhu.
hi to Cthulhu. It's a very nice in the sea creature. no reference to, you know, any real life sea creatures or fictitious sea creatures that we are aware of. It's a cat with tentacles. It's pretty cool. And the tentacles, it is a hard fight, but if you stand in a right position, you can actually defeat it. So as we're continuing with our bingo, right now Karasa is still kind of doing the overworld stuff while Gumjaw is still kind of doing the main storyline. This is the main quest line that Gumjaw is doing right now.
Yeah, and so at this point, we have lost our, you know, our royal abilities essentially, and so we are trying to gain them back. And so we are going through these different dungeons. As you saw with the first one, all you needed was to just kind of move some of the enemies over with Grabberuff, and in the second one, you had to clear out a couple of the those little coffin enemies and spikes in order to gain access to it.
Man, look at those. Even like the upgraded gear on Karasa's screen. So we have just been, there's like more cacti. I also saw the Caesar
Yeah,
salad.
this
love that
is
name.
Caesar salad final form after he ate the legendary hot dog.
Yes. So I
That
just wanted to
sentence.
point that out.
In a second, I'm also gonna get the hot dog.
Yes.
The weapon.
Now we could just show you the hot dog on the sword.
Hot dog.
Hato dago? Hasham tea class?
Otto is back. This is the hot
And
dog.
there you go.
There it
you
is.
go.
And
of
can
course
you
they have
mark
to
off
have it,
chef
like-
set?
Yep. The hot dog.
Yep.
HAWT.
It makes sense. Like claws have AW at the end. Paws have
Paws
AW.
have AWs.
Yeah, it's only fitting.
Yeah, it only makes sense, right?
Yep.
Also,
Okay.
during the
My name is
break, we...
Gumjaw, and I support this message.
What were you gonna say, Karasa?
During the break, we actually had a second of strategic talk. We decided to deviate a little bit from our first plan. I'm gonna also grab all the spells and let Gamjo finish the main quest kind of stuff. What the heck? Because I'm basically done with my assigned stuff, and this way we can quote unquote meet in the middle.
Yeah, Cave of the Lion is like basically the super secret bosses. It's the like boss refights. It's the emerald weapon of this game, essentially. So we gotta go quite the distance to get there.
Yep.
That's what I think.
Are we going the
Is-
distance? Are we going for speed?
Is Shinra
I
Corp
will
also
find
in this
my
game?
way.
Or you're talking
We're gonna
Emerald
say another
weapons.
hello to Cthulhu here.
Hi,
Oh, I guess
Cthulhu.
I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Cthulhu.
Hello. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Cthulhu
Bye.
again.
Hi, Cthulhu.
Wow, we
Bye.
almost had meeting in the middle. Speaking of Cthulhu's
Literally.
right there.
Literally
Yeah.
speaking of the middle.
This is Quantum Bingo. What we're playing here.
I shouldn't laugh like that, but it was super funny. So now we're just kind of seeing. So you're still doing the main storyline, Gumja.
Yep.
For a little bit longer. We'll look at Karasa's screen, trying to like dodge these creatures. The little
I'm more like trying to bring this guy here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the statues. So the
That's-
statues in
that's
this
the-
game, the enemy statues, I forgot about that. They're like invincible. The only way to kill them is through the spikes or those little blue orbs that you see coming out of the
Environmental damage.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
environmental damage.
So.
I was like, wait, why are you missing? I totally didn't see the little statue. Okay, I'll go get. I need to go get my eyes checked.
This is Tomb of the Follower, and that's the follower.
No, the follower is the jelly that's outside.
Yeah. By the way, can you
There's- no,
mark
there's
Tomb
an
of
X.
the Follower?
Yes, yes.
No, there's
Sorry, I
there's
was
an
like,
external
there's
and an
something else to do with
internal
that one.
follower. It all
Oh.
kind of like combines together into one whole follower.
So
Seems
there's
good.
a jelly. There's a jelly that's outside.
Yep.
And it's quite annoying enemy. It's not as annoying as the cacti though. We still hate the cacti.
It's just sometimes it can be just close enough to aggro you and prevent you from getting into the Tome of the Follower in a speedrun.
Exactly.
It sucks.
So, for the person in chat who asked about Celestial and defeating Mama Cactus, I'm gonna show you how not to do that and still get Celestial.
Yep. Exactly.
About
Yeah. It's
50 seconds.
it's pretty cool.
How many more seconds? 10? 9?
One.
Man,
two.
yes, this is quite the. And then look at those little hearts that are coming out. They're super cute.
So if you
this is
go
the-
in this corner, you should de-aggro everything, and you can steal the spell.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Can you mark Celestial for me?
Is
Have
she
you-
the ultimate waifu? Just a good question. Is she the ultimate
Yeah,
waifu?
that's a good question.
All right, so
Okay.
as we are continuing on Gumjaw screen, if you want to explain the storyline, the main quest storyline.
You can watch
'cause-
Liner 2 get absolutely melted right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
It's
now
really
we're
cool to
doing the final fight of the real dimension versions of the people in charge of both kingdoms. So first we're going to fight against Lionel, and the one thing about Lionel is that in phase 1, Lionel is completely resistant to physical damage. So that Dragonfire is, yeah.
Busted.
it,
Like,
it hurts. So that
It's
is
ridiculous. It's
that
so
that has
ridiculous.
been Cat Quest 2 brought to you by Michael Bay with Maximum Explosions.
But yeah, so Liner's shtick is he is like immune to physical but really weak to magic, and then Wolfen's thing is the opposite. He's weak to physical and immune to magic. So because we're all kitted out like hard magic direction right now, our Flame Purr is maxed. Dragonfire changes our melee damage to magic. We just thanks for coming out, Liner. You didn't stand a chance.
Yep. It's just
Thank
funny
for-
because if you were to do the normal speedrun, the 80% speedrun, you're just like, oh.
Yeah. The downside, though, to what I did was I have to go fight Wolfen now, the final Wolfen fight. And whereas Kurasa dumped all his money into his katana, which is physical damage, all my money was mostly put into the Jester chest that I have, which does split of melee attack and magic damage, so that I could have really strong Flame Purrs and Dragonfire stuff, but then also have a little bit of a boost for when we're fighting Wolfen here.
So, I am in a bit of a pickle in the sense that I am done with spells. I am
Yep.
done with everything I have to do.
Lonely Cave.
Lonely cave, lonely cave, lonely cave.
Do summon strats. Do like summoner strats. Just like grab a rough, kit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You don't bother with Celestial. Just be safe. You have all the time in the world, and you can go hunt for magic weapons if you want. Have you got the gold key yet?
Nope. I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do Gentle Bros, Golden Key, get the 8 magic weapons.
Okay, I
And-
just did Skull of a Warrior, and I'll hit up Epic
Yeah.
Stare Down after Alias. Sucks that we don't have cameras.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a staring contest coming up, so
Yes.
anyone who wants to participate from home, you won't be able to see us, but we can see you. Yeah, let's
You
go.
mean
We'll trust that
participate?
you are doing it.
Participate.
We'll trust that you're
Yeah,
doing
participate.
Yeah. Also, just to kind of explain what this spot on the board means. So, Skull of a Warrior is just the first one is just kind of like beating up on this like aspiring soldier and just wailing on him, and they'll give you like dog rags, which is something you get, at the start of the game essentially. It's like really weird. But then yeah, the epic stare down quest requires that you actually defeat Wolfen 3, which is the fight Gumjaw's on right now. So have to progress through this in order to do that. I was still relatively fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast for being magic heavy.
For not having a super weapon. Like, I'm using my ranger axe on Cat right now, which has, I think, maybe like 5 levels put into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was actually pretty fast still.
And so now in the second phase right here, Wolfen's going to spawn a bunch of clones, but every single time it's always the far left one, and it's pretty squishy compared to the other phases. So
Gonna do
he's equipping
good
Berserk right now for the last phase, because this phase is real. Oh god,
Well, do you
is
wanna
really
talk about-
spooky.
And you want to talk about Berserk, why he put Berserk on?
Yeah, and Berserk is a buff to just physical damage, not both physical and magic like in Cat Quest 1. Oh boy. Yeah, and there's a lot of things going on on the screen.
It's okay, you got
Wolfen,
this.
please. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Wasn't being nice to you right there.
Yeah, it's so just like you saw right there. I think that was what 4 hits of stuff like killed you, and then that center thing, that little big blue electric orb
force field.
is a 2-shot. Like it and then it's like instant almost. Like
The
it's
sneakiest thing was
ridiculous.
the little squares that he was putting down, because it stops your melee attack and just does constant damage per tick. And if you're not aware when those go down, you can just die and have no idea what the hell was going on.
Hey, that's a good question. Someone said in chat, cave off the lion.
Yeah, that's my typo.
It's a typo. Okay.
The bingo
So,
sing people just do what we send them. They do not. Oh, here's
Yeah.
Batman. Shut up. What's up, Batman?
Yay,
Okay.
Batman!
So-
Batman.
Okay, I have a question. I have a legit question. Like, why did they not call it the Den of the Lion?
Okay, another
that's
random
a good
chest. I
point.
forgot this one. Elder Mage robes. Cool.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
yo, nice. Upgraded that.
So,
I want to say because maybe. There, that's my answer. I'm helping. Okay, I want to just spend some of my money here. So we're coming up on the cave off the lion. And I just
Don't
wanna
do me
put-
dirty like that.
yes. Yes, please. Karasa is doing the Gentle Bros again, so we're gonna beat the Gentle Bros twice. How is the wall for you and the Gentle Bros for you, Karasa? How do you feel about it? Because the invisible wall is pretty small.
I know I'm at it, more or less, so I just changed side.
That's your strap?
Yeah.
Nice strap.
The wall is below me, I'm going above.
And then the vice versa.
Yeah.
Good strap.
All right, so we're gonna give Doggo some ice here because we can. And yeah, so this is the liner refight. Oh, it is locked. I do need to kill Alias. Why did I
Oh,
think I
is
didn't
it?
need to kill Alias?
Okay.
Yeah, see, I told you. That's fine. Okay,
Okay,
we're gonna go
well,
kill
we get to
Alias.
see. We get to destroy Alias, or absolutely devastate Alias. I think is probably a better description of what's going to happen right now. Cool thing about the Alias fight, just to kind of provide a little bit of context for the speedrun strat. So Alias in the main phase will have 2 hands and then like a main eye, and you don't actually need to kill the hand. It's very interesting in that regard. There's a couple other like fights where that's kind of a similar case. You don't have to kill like ads and stuff to beat it. So our goal is to just wail on the main eye part like as much as possible.
I believe Keys found that strat. Keyzeron? I believe that's where I learned it from, at least, was through Keyzeron. Because Keyzeron does run the any percent. I think it was the old patch though.
Yeah.
He
Very,
he
very
ran
good.
it for the first step, And then
Oh, yes.
got,
Yeah.
got the first sub-hour time.
Yep.
Yep.
And that was because there are 2 patches now. So we do have I can't remember the patches.
1.4 and then New World patch.
Yeah. I have to remember that for Cuphead because there's the legacy patch and then there's the new patch of 1.1. So I get those 2 confused because of that reason.
We have the King's Blade.
Yeah, go Kingsblade,
And that
go.
just
Go
mulches.
Kingsblade, go. Look at that.
10k.
Melt them and boss.
KO.
Just melts. Don't even smelt. It smelted.
Oh.
Well, what happened
Smelted.
to the?
We have an
Oh,
alias ingot.
Yes. Is your alias melted? Yes, my alias melted today.
So on cross screen, you can see what happens with when Freeze Pod doesn't get off at the right time, and just kind of like stomps on you and kills you in one shot. So that's why you have to be very careful against these gold mimic chests.
All right,
Yeah,
so shout outs to everyone who wants to do a staring contest. This is level 1 quest called Epic Stare Down. I want you to stare at your screen. First one to blink in 2 minutes loses. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, no blinking. Sad emojis in chat if you blink. Just keep going. We're live right now. No blinking whatsoever. Look, our dog and this cat are having a stare down. The most epic stare down. This is a level 100 stare down. I want to see you guys put in level 100 effort. Even though we can't check, I need you guys to have level 100 honesty when you're doing this level 100 stare down. See, we got guests. We got 1 extra cat, 2 extra cats. They've come in. That's how much effort you are putting into it. These NPCs aren't even programmed into the game. They're actually sensing your effort at home and have spawned themselves into the game. Remember that glitch that we helped later? Yeah, she's sending these from real life into the game. That may or may not be true. You can check it later. Check the wiki. We'll make it correct. Anyway, keep staring. Keep staring at the screen. If you fail, let us know in chat. We're almost there. Stare at the screen. Stare as much as you can. Are your eyes watering? Can you even see the screen anymore? Or is it just kind of like blurry nothing? This is a pretty intense stare down, but I think we're gonna win. All we need to do is just keep going 1 more minute and oh no. So at the very last second, you guys can blink by the way. At the very last second, this cat cheats. He calls over Kit Kat, and our cat gets distracted by her beauty, and we lose, unfortunately. But you guys at home won because you participated in this stare down contest with us. Thank you so much for doing that. Quest complete.
So,
And 50,000 XP.
Skull of a Warrior and Epic Stare Down is complete.
Yay! I got it.
8 magic weapons is complete as well.
We did have a winner in chat, by the way. Just so you should know.
Hey!
I'm now gonna face 1.2 million HP.
Yeah, that seems fine.
This is fine. This is fine. You got this. You got this.
Actually,
Lonely
okay,
cave.
while you're doing that,
Lonely cave.
we're just doing the super boss fights left, right? That's all we got left?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So anyone who played this game before, if you played this before the patch, you may have got the King's Blade and been like, man, the King's Blade kind of sucks. And then tried to level it up and meant like, wow, the King's Blade actually really sucks. They've changed it in this game now where, so if you look on the left, it's $99.99. Now when you put money into it, this is only adding 7 levels to it, but boom, it goes up to almost by 200 just with 7 levels. So the King's Blade has been given redonkulous scaling, and that's good.
King's Blade is OP now.
Okay, so
It's the king of all blades now.
the king of all blades. Okay, Cave of the Lion. So Liner here is a 0-dimension version of himself, meaning not only is he weak to spells, but he is also weak to royal damage. And royal damage is what the King's Blade does. So we're just gonna get some items for our doggo here that gives him some extra attack damage. Yeah, let's get 10% crit chance on the King's Blade. That sounds okay. So there we go. We got our badass Wraith helmet on, and yeah, wish me luck. Level 150. So we're gonna try to just pull the 0-dimension Kit Kat off to the side to start, and melt them down. Because Liner is not a chump.
Okay. The Lonely Cave, you're doing very well, Carasso. You got this. I believe in you. You got this. And then we have the 0 dimensions up in Gamja's area. You two are killing it on this bingo, by the way.
Yeah, let's check that. Yeah, so Cross has only got about 5th left,
Yeah, how
4th
much
left,
HP is that
something
at
around
now?
there.
I'm trying to think about the HP. But yeah, so we're just gonna complete these 2 ultra hard things, the more late game things. We got this. We always can do the hedgehog. So this is why we avoid the lonely hedgehog in the speedrun.
Liner, stop! Liner is running faster than Graveruff can pull him in. Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
He is
okay.
actually completely immune to Graveruff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Desmond.
Freeze pop. Freeze pop.
Run away!
Freeze pop. Oh,
For
good job on the
those-
lonely cave. Yay! The lonely cave
Yay!
is
We got a
done.
lonely cave.
Hey, Lonely Cave done.
For those who saw
Alright.
Cat Quest 1, here's where we get our version of Zero Faith. In Cat Quest 1 it was called Just Faith, if I recall correctly. And that's it
All
for me.
right. And yeah, I've just finished off Zero Dimension Liner. So you guys just got to see the 2 hardest fights in the game, basically back to back real fast. I'm just gonna open these 3 chests, and that will be time. So as soon as you see Dungeon Complete on my screen, we're done.
Yep, that'll be time.
And
time.
And-
time.
Time.
Woo!
Nicely done, you two.
Very well done.
What time
Nice
did you get
job.
this one in? It was like an hour.
This was sub
and,
130 on my screen.
Yeah, it's 130. Holy moly, dude!
And this was actually one of the hardest cards I've
Yeah.
seen in a while.
I did very little. I just like beeline straight to the end. Kura did all the heavy lifting on that one.
Man, I mean, you still did a very great job.
Now we can look like Liner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! We're imposter. We're sus. We're a cat that's, you know. Actually, we are Liner, technically speaking. But anyways,
we are
we're not
actually Liner.
Yeah,
Except I'm
we're
wearing this
just-
on dog right now, so.
Yeah. So we're imposter right now at the moment. I'm sus of you.
Yeah, we're sus.
I'm sus of you. Yeah, I would. You take it away, Midnight.
Oh, that was a amazing showcase there. So a couple questions. If someone in chat was wanting to know more about speedrunning Cat Quest 2, or maybe wanted to know more about bingos in general or randomized stuff like that, if they were interested in running Cat Quest any percent, anything else, where
So
would
they
they
would go to, we have a coolspeedrun.com page, search for Cat Quest 2. We got some resources on there. I believe we've got a great auto splitter as well. And we've got that. And then for bingos, there's a, you can set up a bingo on a website that I believe, is there a link to the bingo?
Bingo
Uh,
Sync.
in the Discord?
BingoSync.com.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, it's
standard
under-
kind of like bingo platform that a lot of games use. So Cat Quest 2 is a game that is there.
And we have it
and you can
under
just-
our Discord in the resources.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of the Discord, our Cat Quest Discord is for both games, Cat Quest 1 and Cat Quest 2. So either go to either game on speedrun.com and click the Discord link, and that will bring you to us.
You'll find us there.
And if you also are interested in just randomizers in general, do not forget that every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here at the Games Done Quick Hotfix is going to be random number generation, a showcase of all sorts of randomizers.
Gamja, do you want to do a fashion show for everybody? And Karasa, do
Fashion?
you want to do a fashion show? Show off
What do
the
you mean
armor
by-
sets? Just
I
show
mean,
off the
I
cool
got
armor
the
sets you
Gentle Bros set and the Chef set on me.
Okay, so you
Do
can
you
walk
have the
around,
Do you have the
do
Elder Beard?
catwalk.
Can you go pick up the Elder Beard? Show them the.
I've
Colonel
got
Sanders?
a I got a Hando save file, so I can load that in.
Okay. I just wanted to show off the chef set, and I think you're doing the. Are you doing the backhoe?
I'm just
We're
doing the
doing
Batman
back-
quest right now. Yes.
Yeah, let's do the Batman quest. This is my favorite. Sorry, this is my favorite. I just wanted to show this one real quick because I
This
kept
is
mentioning
Two-Face.
it.
He's half cat, half dog.
Half cat, half dog. That's okay.
This is
It's-
what happens
everything's
when you
okay.
fall into a shallow vat of cats.
Yes.
So this is what Gumjo renamed Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
I have no words with the famous rib cage for chicken, I guess.
Chicken ribs. Chicken ribs are my favorite part of the chicken. I remember when I grew up, we always used to bust out the barbecue and grill up some chicken ribs.
I mean, I remember it very clearly. I would like always like go down to like the Boston market, get myself some chicken ribs, you know, like yeah, I'm all about that.
Okay, and if anyone was interested in, while we're showing this off, if anyone was interested in following any one of you, where would
I am
they do
at
so?
Gumjaw on both Twitch and YouTube. Gumjaw.
I'm at Kurazakai on Twitch, mostly.
Gumjaw.
JIW. I'm Cutie Roo SR. You can also find me at GUMJAW. But in all seriousness, Cutie Roo SR on Twitch and Twitter.
Yep, and you can find me at twitch.tv/TrojanDude12. I got 12 on the end of my name for Twitch.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for showcasing this amazing
Thank you for
Blackout
having us.
Bingo co-op. That will do it for that will do it for the bargain bin. But don't worry, we still have some more stuff coming up for you. Just real quick, information on all of our Hotfix shows are going to be available at gamezonequick.com/hotfix. From there, you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our weekly shows. But like I said, while the bargain bin may be ending, we have another show coming up in just a little bit at the top of the hour. It is Speed Runs from the Crypt. So everyone stay here for just a little bit longer while we get that set up.